What's up, everybody? What's up? How y'all doing? Thank y'all for being patient. I was running a couple minutes behind. I was upstairs in my bed, laying the hell down, and I lost track of time. I'm gonna try to clip this mic somewhere up here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Say, hurry up. You know what? I'm tired of you coming here trying to boss me around, lady. Thank you. Just because you older than me, don't mean you get to boss me around. Thank you very much. But what's up, everybody? Welcome to the room. This is Poetry's News and Twisted Views. We call this PNTV. I'm doing it live tonight because I just felt like doing it. I know my cousin is in the room. She's trying to boss me around, tell me to hurry up and get on camera. We had 4 people here. We down to 2, so hey, we got to do what it do, baby. We got to do what it do. No, it says it's 4 people in here. Don't be doing me like that, cousin. It says 4 people in here. But sometimes I get people that just like to watch, so they may not ever speak. But if you in the room and you want to say hello, say hello. If you got a channel, you can shout yourself out. Feel so inclined to do so. We try to support each other up in these YouTube streets. Say me and my imaginative friends. My screens, thank you very much. There's Anna LA. She's in the building. Sean is in the building. Thank you very much. Nah, my cousin talking about that I'm talking to my imaginary friends. That's okay. 4 people, 1 person, it's all that matters because I'm still gonna do this video anyway. I am hot. I'm sweating like a Hebrew slave. Not slave, slave, shit. It's like 76 degrees in my house. I don't know why the temperature's so damn hot in here. So, like I said, today we're going to just get on some random ass topics. The big 4. We're going to get on some random topics today. I plan on talking about this lady who married a pirate ship. Her wedding happened last year, but she's in the news again. So I just feel like I want to just brief on her story for a minute. Back in my hometown of St. Louis, there was a 17-year-old white boy who decided to sue his parents for being born white. Damn it, I put on the doggone thing on the comment already, Charlie, what channel you can watch Roswell on. So you need to go back to that and read that. Okay, I already put that. Come on, channel 11 in St. Louis. Channel 11. Turn on channel 11 when it come on Tuesdays nights. Otherwise, go to their website and watch it on there. That's what you got to do. CW.com. Let's see. I was going to briefly touch on Monique and Whoopi and Monique and Steve Harvey. Although I really don't know much about the Steve Harvey situation. All my comments are going to basically be comments based off of other people's comments. I was going to briefly touch on Miss Erykah Badu. Lord Jesus. Miss Erykah Badu is losing her damn mind. I was going to briefly touch on Miss Gladys Knight. And then whatever else we want to talk about, I'm going to talk as long as my phone got battery life. I'm not charging it up. So when it starts to die, we out of here. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so go back to the white boy suing his parents. Okay, we can start there. Y'all see I got me some new glasses. And it's I'm not used to reading this screen, but we gonna do that. So, oh, and yeah, so I got my notes here. Focus, and you're cute. Focus what? Me? Thank you. Okay, so back in St. Louis, which is where the city I'm from, my cousin Just Be Real is on here. We're originally from St. Louis, even though neither one of us actually live in St. Louis city limits any longer. Man, this 17-year-old boy named Anthony Dwight. Hey, Kiwi, what's going on? I got to swing by your channel. I haven't been by there in a couple weeks. This 17-year-old boy named Anthony Dwight was born as a Caucasian, right? And he decided that he's going to sue his parents for being born white. He said that he had suffered a great deal of stress, anxiety, and depression brought on by his white privilege. And he's been teased and harassed all his life for being white. So he is suing his parents. I thought too. I was like, he should sue God. You know, if he's gonna sue God, he's gonna sue his parents. But no, he's gonna sue his parents, and he's suing them for $20,000 in order to get a skin darkening procedure. He wants to be. It's a lady. I want to say she's in Germany who's saying she's changing herself to be black. She don't look like no sister I know. She got all these injections in her skin. She extra melanated. Hey, Spammy, what's going on? Haven't seen you in the live in a minute. Hey, girl, hey. His kid's still gonna be white if he has children. I don't know because so he actually has a lawyer. He has hired a lawyer, and his lawyer is actually taking his case to court to sue his parents for being white. His mother and father, they apologize for the atrocity which they have bestowed against their child. They trying to make sure that they know that they love him no matter what color he is. You know, they have love for him. But yeah, he wants to get the skin darkening procedure, and he wants to legally change his name to Jamal. The white black lady, I can't, oh my goodness, she, not only did she get injections of melanin, she got her lips plumped up. She got some extensive breast disease put on her chest. How can you sue your parents for who you are? That's some bull crap. I'm sorry for saying that on your channel, but it is. I understand this is weird. I'm gonna tell you, this is for me. He's saying he's being bullied and having depression and anxiety because of his white privilege. I think the fact that you could sue your parents for being white is one of the biggest cases of white privilege that you could ever exhibit. And the fact that a lawyer actually took this case. Let me see if I got this lawyer name. And I'm like, I should have hired this lawyer for some of my cases. Did I write the lawyer name down? I didn't write the lawyer name down. But what he said in his interview, because they interviewed him the other day, isn't there enough white people on the planet already? Haven't we inflicted enough suffering, racism, and oppression in this world? His lawyer says that he suffered from severe stress, depression, and suicidal tendencies at the burden of white privilege. Like I said, he's going to sue his parents for $20,000 so he can become a black man. Now, like Just Be Real was just saying, if he have children, they still going to be white. I don't know what he's going to do with the kids unless he's going to try to go out and find him a dark sister, and hopefully he have a dark interracial baby, but ain't no guarantee with that. Like, so I got some interracial cousins and they kind of light skinned. You say you suffer and listen to the shit. It is the most ridiculous. When I saw that on the news, I thought it was a hoax. I went in, I said, this has got to be on Snoops. This was on CBS News, y'all. It went all the way to CEN. This young man is serious. He is serious about suing for being a white dude. Like, this is like Rachel Dolezal on steroids, in my opinion. Like, no, she just walked around claiming she was a sister. He actually want to sue his white parents for him being born a sister. Keena's waving everybody. For him being born a white man, a white boy, right in the heart of St. Louis. Now, St. Louis, if you've ever been there, if you ever lived there, St. Louis is one of the racist cities in America, in my opinion. It's so divided by race. Like, this is one of the places that you can go and say, this is the black neighborhood, this is the white neighborhood, this is where the Asians live, this is where the Bosnians live. You know, I know this, Bosnians could be white, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But this is one of the places in town that's like so segregated. We have a serious divide going through the middle of the city. Like, you could be standing on the street called Delmar. If you look to the right of Delmar, you can see where the black people live. If you look to the left of Delmar, you can see where the white people live. They actually have done documentaries called The Delmar Divide in the city of St. Louis. It is like so racist. Well, Mike Brown was killed in Ferguson. Ferguson is a county of St. Louis. You know, it's just part of St. Louis. So they try to make it seem like it's something like a whole separate town. No, Ferguson is in St. Louis. It's just like where I live here in Orlando. I live like on the south side. I'm still in Orlando, you know what I'm saying? But man, the fact that I couldn't find information on the hood on the county. It is the hood. The hood is on the county line, like right there at Pine Line. Like where I lived at, I lived in the city, right? But if I go down 3 houses, I was considered to be in the county. The city and the county line was like so thin. It was thinly veiled, you know. But I was trying to figure out like what high school this young man went to. Like I wanted to see if he went to like this school called Clayton or the school like Ladue to see exactly like where was he being bullied. Because I know most of the predominantly black schools, usually when there's a white student there, we look through them like they just one of us. You don't be get called out for being white. You don't be getting harassed for being white. You just one of the motherfuckers at the barbecue, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to know what school he was in, what school district he was in, that he was so harassed for being white. It just couldn't. And his, like I said, his lawyer is actually building a case. Raphael says this is some straight bull crap because how can you sue your parents because you're white? I don't understand that. And to be honest, he has it better than most of us black folks. That's exactly what I was saying, Raphael. Like this is like the classic case of white privilege, to be able to take your parents to court. Do you know how many black people would take their parents to court for being born black? All the oppression that we have suffered in this country. You gonna take me to court, Keenan? You see Keenan back there raising her hand. You gonna take me to court for being black? You better rep your blackness, girl. This is Black History Month, okay? I know we supposed to celebrate our blackness all through the year, but we still gonna take this month and pump us up and rep us because he has white guilt and he can't escape. I think so because he is saying that he's like he feels that he said that there's too many white people on the planet. So he wants to be, a black. His last name would be Freeman. Yes, his last name, he wants to be Jamal Freeman. No, like Freeman, like a free man,
I'm saying that sounds like a basketball player name.
His name right now is Anthony Dwight. His name right now actually still sounded black to me. Like I would have thought he was a brother. Anthony Dwight. I ain't never met a white dude with that name. But yes, he wants to change his name to Jamal Freeman. It's almost like I watched Black Lightning. And Black Lightning, I think the city that they in is called Freeland. It's called Freeland, so it's like free land. Well, he wants to be a free man. I guess he's gonna be born free. He had to be born into. Oh my goodness, that story right there. When I read that, I was like, I can't believe this dude. He really wants to be. In his mind, he wants to be. Say, come on with the Avenged Sevenfold shirt. We can't say what T-shirt. Like like Django Freeman. Oh wait a minute, let me say I missed somebody. Aqua with the Paws 22. Hey, welcome. I saw Aqua with the Paws on one of my Star Trek videos. Like, come on in. Yeah, I think that's just like I'm not understanding. Like his friends, like the Boondocks Freeman. Is that the dude who thought he was? Who is the Boondocks Freeman? Oh, that's Uncle Ruckus. I don't know the family. I don't watch Boondocks. I just know certain lines. Only reason why I knew Boondocks because Charles and my cousin used to always tell me darkness, everybody darkness. So that's why I got it from her. And Keenan uses a pimp named Slickback. That's the only thing I know from Boondocks. That was a TV show that I couldn't get into. Yeah, I thought it was funny. Okay. So like I know in one of my videos I said it earlier today, darkness, everybody darkness. So that's what it's become a fad to be black until you treat it like a black person. It's just like say the white girl, is she in Germany? The one to be black? They usually are. The one that got the big boobs and the big implants and she got all the skin. Okay, she's in Germany, yeah. The guy that she's married to, though, he looks like he may be of Indian descent. I want to say he may be like maybe my skin tone. Mama Poetry is in her room where she need to be. You know what I'm saying? You didn't hear that out loud. It's cultural. I'm not sure. I mean, he could walk. Trust me, a white dude in St. Louis that's hood could walk through the hood and nobody would take notice. They wouldn't trip off of him. He could be dressed in urban-esque or whatever, however you define what black is supposed to be. He could do all that in St. Louis and wouldn't nobody give a damn unless his white friends gave a damn. But hey, Tammy, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Right now we're discussing this 17-year-old white boy that's in St. Louis, my hometown, who is suing his parents because he was born white. And he's basically suing them for $20,000 so he can get skin injections so he can become dark. He don't want to just become brown. He want to be a dark black skin. And he also wants to change his name to Jamal Freeman. I know in Missouri, to legally change your name costs like $1,000. So that must be all part of the $20,000. I'm not sure if he's suing each parent, because from what I got in my notes, it's just $20,000 total. Darkening treatment to, yeah, he want to go to, his skin choice is dark black. That's what he chose, that he wants to be. Little Debbie's. What's that? Oh, that's a fancy cake? Nah, I had one early. Keena's eating the fancy cake. That's what she eating. Little Debbie's. Ain't that Little Debbie's? It said on the box, it is hot in this house. It's like 76 degrees in here. Ooh, I'm sorry to all y'all back there in the Midwest and up north that's cold and freezing in those sub-zero temperatures. Because when I'm complaining about this 76-degree weather, but I'm sweating. I'm getting the armpit wet. I don't like that. I'm just sweating. I don't know why the fucking heat was so high. I just turned it on. It turned it off. It was on 76. I know, right?
It's 76 in the house.
I know.
Oh, like just now?
Just now. Yeah, it's hot as hell in here. I'm like, why was the heat on to start with? Ooh, I dropped my mic, so I'm sorry if y'all heard that. I gotta figure out some kind of way to rig this. It's 22 in Virginia. Ooh, ooh. Oh, it's 58 in St. Louis today, or in the St. Louis area. Yeah. It's been like 55, 56, but we got up to like 70 something today. And it's supposed to get up in the 80s next week. So come through. Y'all can come on down here and visit me. Y'all can sleep in the backyard, camp out. I ain't gonna bring everybody into the house. Y'all can bring a sleeping your bag out in the backyard. And you'll be all right. You'll be all right. You know, even if it rains, you'll be all right. I'm just saying. So, what was we talking about? It's gonna be a ninja. Okay, so like I told you, I like to try to bring y'all international stories as well. But anybody got anything else to say about Mr. Anthony Dwight, soon to be Jamal Freeman, if he wins his court? Keena's gonna change her name to Susan. Lord Jesus. Nothing else to say about him?
Susan Roberts.
Oh, wait a minute. My live may not be on all the way. It's not. If I'm missing some of y'all chats, I apologize. Say we not claiming him. When he get his injections, you ain't gonna be able to know. Say, nah, all I can think about is Little Debbie's. Yeah. Anna, we gotta work out. Cause me and Keena, we gonna start our workout too. We gotta watch like Anna do videos where she be putting up her workouts. We gotta watch her work out.
Say hi, baby.
So, the next crazy story that I have, this happened last year in 2018, at the very beginning of the year. A controversial couple got married off the coast of Ireland. They was out in international waters, right? And at the end of 2018, we learned that this couple are separating. 45-year-old Amanda Teague married a 300-year-old pirate ship. Y'all heard me right? She married a ship, like the stuff you put into the water and you sail out on the high seas. Amanda Teague married a ship, y'all. Let me give you a little background on her. She actually paid in 2015 $6,000. I want to say in euros. I'm not sure exactly how much 6,000 euros is in US dollars, but she actually paid 6,000 euros to transform herself into the character Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean. So you already know what her mentality is at. 6,000 euros to physically change herself into the Disney character Jack Sparrow. You say, I guess size really does matter. No man can measure up to that ship. So 3 years later, hey Tina, what's going on? Yes, thank God it's Friday. I hear you. I've heard your nap. So 3 years later, after she physically and surgically changed herself into the Disney character Jack Sparrow, Amanda Teague married a ship that is haunted by a ghost or haunted by a dead pirate named Jack Teague. So that's why her last name is Teague. 3 throughout the year. Well, first she was married by a medium, so a pastor didn't marry her. I thought you were gonna say she changed herself into a ship. No, she changed herself into a man, into Jack Sparrow, the Disney character, and then she married a ship who's haunted by a ghost named Jack Teague, and she was married by a medium. You say, "What's that?" Today was Monday for me. She got married by a medium, and the medium who married her. Now, a medium, if you don't know what that is somebody who could talk to spirits and help you talk to people from who's passed on and moved on to another life. They can sense energy and spirits in the room. That's basically what a medium is. That's a generic definition of a medium. So the medium is the person who married them. The medium is now currently dating that spirit's friend. So the spirit, the 300-year-old ghost spirit, he got a friend. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what his name is, but the person who married her is now dating that person. But the marriage didn't work out, y'all. The marriage didn't work out. You know, he was haunting her in her dreams. You know, she was happy to be in a long distance relationship with him because, you know, he couldn't nag her. But what a shock that it didn't work out. You know, she was cool with being celibate, so she didn't worry about that. But sometimes she could feel him into her in the middle of the night. She didn't want to have, yeah, like Whoopi Goldberg was a medium, like that. She didn't care about having children any longer, you know. And she's taken a lot of flack because people have been giving her a lot of backlash since she announced her divorce. She's gonna divorce the ship now. And she's saying, and Sansa said people are insane. Now, I would like to agree with that, but she believes that if you could believe in God, then she could believe that she has a husband that is a spirit. And then the marriage was doomed from day one. It was doomed from day one. He didn't find her to be a treasure. I'm just saying, she must have met a yacht. No, she didn't. She had to put. Now she gonna be a sugar mama to the yacht. Showing the fool. The ship was a demon. That's what she's saying. The ship was a demon spirit. And the thing was though, the spirit was a black man. He was a Haitian. And she feel that they just had a cultural divide, being her from Ireland and him from Haiti, that they didn't understand each other's culture. So was Tina this ship's wife or husband?
Hey, hooker, stop.
No, okay, so let me see if I can clarify it. The lady, her name is Amanda. The ship was haunted by the spirit named Jack. So she said that the ship was Jack reincarnated. He came back as a ship in this life. Oh, and his spirit is living on through the ship. And I would say that it was a same-sex marriage as well, since she changed herself into a man. That she paid $6,000. Now she didn't get the genitals changed, but if you look at her physically, she looks like the character Jack Sparrow. She wears the hat, the eyeliner, everything. Hey, lovely True Red, what's going on? Say I won't be able to chat too much because I'm doing my hair while watching, but I wanted to say hey girl, hey. We thank you for being here. So yeah, this lady just she's writing a book about it. So if y'all ever want to read her books, Amanda Teague is coming out with 2 books. The first one is about how her and the ship met. And the second one is going to be about how she dealt with the spirits that got involved in their relationship, the ones that tore them apart.
Because the whole crew was like, this is weird, mommy. What's going on?
Not the whole crew.
They like, oh, Captain, get it together.
Captain Hook came through and said, no.
No.
Captain Hook came through and said, walk the plank.
I gotta go.
Right, she's writing a book about how they met, Anna. And it's a ship. And she sailed out to international waters off the coast of Ireland so that the marriage could be legal. So it is a legally documented marriage. And I found that she's not the first one to do this. Apparently, in France, here in the United States, in Germany, and South America, in the last 2 years, there have been 4 other marriages that people have married in how you say that? Objects that ain't real, stuff that ain't people. They've been married. Now, Dennis Rodman started this crap when he married himself.
Hey, that's a good one though. You ain't inanimate.
And who is that? Not Future. What's that rapper name? 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz got a music video out right now. But he marrying himself in this video. But yeah, they gonna marry and Charles Etta says she's gonna marry her car. So you know what I'm saying. Keena say what kind of car, Charlie, that you talking about marrying? You know,
We gonna have to
can't marry no lemons.
Right. No hatchbacks, no Volkswagens. Get it together.
I just find this like the craziest stuff. A Nissan Altima. That's what she gonna marry.
I can slide with that. You
Yeah.
they
The only way I read that book is if you ghostwrite it. Wait a minute. Tina say puff, puff, pass, and acid. Something ain't right with this people. I don't understand. Like if you wake up today, if I wake up today, y'all, and tell y'all that I'm gonna get married to what the hell would I marry?
bookcase.
My bookcase? I'm gonna marry my YouTube channel.
Oh, that's kind of weird. There's a lot of
All y'all get to come to the wedding. Then I'm gonna go live when I marry my YouTube channel. That just sounds stupid coming out of my mouth.
My body pillow. That's dumb.
That's just coming out of my
I'm marrying my
I am really sweating here. This don't make no doggone sense. Turn the air on, please. Because I can't turn the fan on. And I'm hot. So I had to just give y'all the funny story starting out. If you say some shit like that, I'm unfollowing forever. Sass, I'm gonna make you the flower girl.
That's my job.
If you say that I'm blaming it on celibacy, you know my involuntary celibacy. It's 18 degrees and dropping in NYC. Oh my goodness, speaking of the cold. Okay, over the past week, I believe there has been 21 reported deaths the last time I checked. Off of this polar vortex that we've been going through. So now I can understand marrying my vibrator. I heard that, Anna. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you nasty. You need Jesus.
Turn up. Always faithful. Always faithful. You just gotta feed them some batteries. That's all. You just gotta feed them some batteries. And then you got kind that you can charge up. You ain't even gotta put batteries in them no more. And they waterproof. The only thing they gonna say to you is, I'm just saying.
This live is over. We leaving. She needs.
I am really sweating.
She needs an intervention.
Do me a favor. On the table is a box of alcohol pads. And you don't have to fake it. You don't have to fake it, Tennessee. Keena, you can have a new daddy. You're going to replace Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
Lost your mind.
No, give me that box of alcohol pads. I really do. I need to cool my body down. I'm sweating. I'm like breaking. This don't make no sense. Oh, jeez. So, yeah, they said there have been at least 24. Is this PNTV or grown folks session? You hear me? You know what I'm saying? It's a free for all. We are still going to try to do grown folks session. Tammy said she's already married to her vibrator.
Yes.
You know, mine ran out on me. Ever since I moved, I don't know where it went to. So, you know, kind of abandoned me. Probably, I don't know where I left it at. I am really hot, y'all. Y'all just don't understand. But we was talking about the cold weather. Thank you, girl. Thank you, baby. This cold. I think they said it got to minus 55 degrees in Wisconsin. And for the first time that I knew of, the post office shut down in at least 10 different states. And like, you know, the post office is it a flash? No, my house is registering at 76 degrees. It's hot in this house. And the heat was up. I'm not sure what's going on, why the heat was on, and it's like 71 outside. This reminds me of a Travel Channel Valentine's Day special called Ghostly Lovers, where women were having sex with ghosts. One of their husbands, oh my goodness, one of their husbands had a second with a past life Native American husband. Now, I remember, we're going to go back to this for a second. Say you don't know where your notification was. That's all right, Lady V, come on through. We only been on here for a few minutes. We going to come through. I remember when Bobby Brown claimed that he had sex with a ghost, that a ghost raped him. He sat on the Wendy Williams show and told that story. And Wendy was like, were you high? Because everybody knew that Bobby was using drugs before. He was like, no, I was sober. And this ghost came in and slipped in. Say, am I missing some comments? You may have to turn your comments on to live chat. YouTube is doing something now that when you have the chat on, it automatically defaults over to top chat. So you only see, I don't even know how they determine what's the top chat, but it defaults on the top chat. So that's why when I started the live, I was like, I'm missing people's comments. So I had to switch it over to live chat so you can see everybody. Thank you. You can stop. I appreciate it. I mean, it. Hopefully the error kick on soon. But I forgot what I was talking about just that quick. So there was this oh, we was talking about the code. So in Chicago, there was an anonymous donor who decided to take in 70 homeless people and put them up in a hotel for the entire week. They didn't want their names to be put out there, so we don't know who it is. But I think of the 70 people, only one of them decided not to take them up on the offer, and they decided to stay in a warmer shelter. Um, I was talking about Bobby Brown sleeping with a ghost. I forgot about that. So yeah, this man decided to take in these 70 homeless people off the streets of Chicago and full cost paid for their stay in this hotel, including meals for an entire week. Um, I don't know of any other stories similar to this where people who were offering homes to stay for the homeless, or because I know the city of Chicago, they confiscated the propane tanks that the homeless people were using on the streets. They said it was a fire risk, so they took away their propane tanks. And when they did this, that prompted whoever this anonymous donor was to come out and provide shelter at this hotel. I don't know what hotel it was. I don't know if it was the Ritz or if it was like a Henry VIII. I don't know what type of hotel it was, but they were off the street. Say, I'm not somebody, but I need somebody to take me in and feed me. I'll clean. I told you, Sean. We got the backyard right there. Just bring your sleeping bag. You will be all right. It's 76 degrees down here. And we're getting the barbecue grill next week. So you already seen the backyard. We could turn up here. We'll let you come in and use the bathroom, wash your hands and all that stuff. They thought they would be harvesting. They thought they would be a victim of organ harvesting. And
That's about
that's I can believe that too. They might have thought it was a get out situation. Ain't no telling, because like in this day and age, and this is where people ain't doing random acts of kindness like that.
Right.
Like they not just giving me a place to stay for overnight. They letting me stay for a whole week. You thinking who I sell my soul to, what I'm gonna have to pay back for this, and but as of right now, we don't have any reported incidents of anybody turning up stuff. Ain't nobody stole nothing out the bar. As far as we know, everything is good. They happy. They it's families. Some of them with children. Because with the homeless, it happens so often. So I can understand them being suspicious, of course. And I am surprised that the hotel even allowed it. They barely want the homeless people to come in out of the rain, just to warm up a little bit, get them some of the free coffee that's in the lobby. Less more letting them stay into a hotel the whole week. I'm very surprised that they let that happen. What'd you say?
I forgot.
The backyard. You must have you had experienced those Florida mosquitoes. I have not had the experience with the Florida mosquitoes. My mama said she did when we first moved here. So far so good on me. I know St. Louis mosquitoes used to turn me up, but I haven't had any issue with St. Louis mosquitoes. But we keep our backyard pretty, try to be insect free. I spray the yard. My mama got all kind of citronella stuffs out there. We got the yellow light bulbs going. We doing that. I don't like bugs. I don't like insects. But back on Bobby Brown. I don't have much on that story anymore because it happened so many years ago. But if you Google or you YouTube Bobby Brown sleeps with ghosts, it'll pop up. He did his whole interview he did on Wendy Williams, him talking about that he had a sexual experience with a ghost. Say money talks, the hotel wasn't gonna turn that down. You would be surprised, Tammy, that depending on who coming in there, they'll turn them down. I mean, there's a lot of restaurants I know of in the St. Louis area that people are coming in trying to buy homeless meals and like letting them sit down and have a meal and they just pay for it, and they like no, If they didn't buy it themselves, they can't come in this restaurant. It's like, it's crazy. And St. Louis and Chicago ain't too far off as far as like the way people act to me. Incubus and succubus demons. What the hell are you talking about? Jordan, don't be putting no hoodoo voodoo on my chat. What the hell is going on with the demons? I rebuke you.
Now you want to rebuke stuff.
She talking about demons in the chat. We don't need that around here. Those spirits.
Oh,
spirits and demons are different.
Bobby Brown had a little succubus with him.
Oh, Bobby Brown had succubus. Oh my God.
Oh.
Well, from what he said, he did have a little succubus going on.
Yeah.
He did say that. He said he woke up to the succubus. He did. He probably never said they were homeless. No, that's true. He probably, whoever the person was, the donor was, probably never said they was homeless. And they basically found out, this is how the homeless people found out, because like I said, the guy's anonymous. The American Red Cross went out and gathered everyone and allowed them to come and brought them in, because he donated through that's what it was. He donated through the Red Cross. That's what it was. And the Red Cross is the one who actually took the donation and paid for it. That's what they are called, Goofy. And that's what the ghost sex stuff is. The ghost sex stuff is incubus and succubus. They actually got a term for this?
Well, no, those are the demons that do it, but they're not ghost stuff. The succubus and incubus, they suck the life out of you from sex, so like they get their life from you, but you die at the end. And I don't know.
So he wasn't with Bobby then, because Bobby was allowed to tell the story.
Oh,
And he not only did Bobby say that, Bobby said that it visited him more than once. Yes, he did. I was like, I just want to know if Bobby was a booty call. I was just like, because Wendy Williams was like, asked him was he high when the situation happened. I wanted to know, was he high when he was telling the story. That's what I wanted to know. I was like, ooh. Yes, that's the name. Check out the Siren Alien books, the Succubus and the Incubus. I don't need to read about no demons. I don't like demon stuff. I could do paranormal, supernatural, spirit-filled worlds, but I don't deal with no demons. Listen, I rebuke thee. I rebuke thee, demons. Ain't enough to put. I did have more stories. I know, I did have some more stuff.
you wrote it at the beginning.
No, that's something else.
She a mess, y'all.
Those are paranormal. But yeah, paranormal reads about demons, and I can't do. Like, I can't do like the Blair Witch Project and all that. My last demon that I watched was probably Poltergeist.
No, you watch Ouija. I forced you to watch Ouija.
Did I watch that?
Yeah, we went to the movie theater to go see that. With the Ouija board, yeah, you saw Ouija. That was a strange movie.
I don't remember Ouija, so that's probably a good thing.
Yes, you do.
But I know that's a Ouija. I won't mess with that board though.
You can remember if I show you the movie.
Like, I know I got my tarot cards and I got my, but I ain't gonna mess with no Ouija boards. No, it just, I don't need it now. That's all I can say about that third. I believe in too much of the supernatural and spirit world, dog. I don't want to invite that into my life. Like, I'm watching Star Trek right now, and on Star Trek they got this little image of this thing that they claiming to be a red angel. I was like, it look like a devil to me. Can't make and I know the devil was supposed to be an angel, but no, I'm not gonna be praising that thing. They like, oh, he was so beautiful, and I just felt such warmth. Of course, you did feel like warmth. You felt hell. It's the devil. No, ma'am, Pam, don't bring it around this way. Y'all keep that. So, speaking of the devil, Dumb Donald and his shutdown. Everybody's all happy and ecstatic that the shutdown is over, but the shutdown is supposedly temporarily over as of spectrophilia is having sex with a ghost. Ew.
It's like necrophilia. That's really good.
I heard of that term before, but I don't remember exactly what necrophilia is supposed to be.
I'll keep you pure.
Okay, keep me pure. I'm got virgin ears. Say that was a good transition. I'm trying to do that. But yeah, dumb down. Yeah. Okay. So the shutdown is temporarily over. Of course, he didn't get what he wanted. Which is the wall. Now there was a lot of different offers put on the table. They went from 5.7 billion up to $8 billion. They offered him for border security, meaning they will add more drones to the wall. They will add more staff, hire in more homeland security personnel. They will beef up the ports that are already existing. Build up some infrastructure, but no wall. And he just like, no, I don't want that shit. Like, so that's why I say it's not just about border safety, in my opinion. He just wants the wall. And right, Lady V, I agree. He opened it just so he could do the State of the Union address, because Nancy Pelosi was like, as long as we have a government shutdown, you're not going to do the State of the Union address. There was another person up, I want to say up in Michigan, a governor up there who offered him the space in order to do the State of the Union address there, but there was security risks there, mainly from the people saying, I wish you would bring them. So in the end, basically, they're going to do, it's supposed to be technically a 3-week where they go back to work. Now, this is the first I've ever heard in history. I've been working for the government since 1992. This is the first I've ever heard in history that people were getting back pay. Normally, when you were furloughed, which means that you were laid off temporarily, you got unemployment. That was your pay. You didn't get no back pay coming in. Now, if you were made to go to work, you actually got back pay. It's like he's trying to build an American Berlin Wall. Awkward with a pause. I said the same thing. I mentioned that before, that this reminded me of when the Berlin Wall came down. They were so excited that, the Berlin Wall came down, and now he's trying to put up one. And this is supposed to be along the border of Texas. I think I said before, the whole southern border, but it's supposed to be along the border of Texas. But where does it stop? It's not going to just stop there. You know what I'm saying? He's going to keep it going if he ever get it. The Democrats are steadfast in saying that, I don't give a damn, they're not giving him this wall.
But, okay, think about it. They gave him all that money.
Hey, Tracy.
Tried to give him all that money.
They tried to give him all that money.
Water and all that stuff. Well, once he gets the wall, he gotta pay for the wall, maintain the wall, have border people for the wall. That's even more money. He's supposed to be a businessman. Get it together. What's going on?
He's a failed businessman. Remember, he already filed bankruptcy 10 times already. You know what I'm saying? Vito, I really didn't want to start patting you because you don't know how to. He don't get excited. Go.
It's so stupid. He
don't. I said the same thing. So like I said, when they offered him the 5.7 billion to rev up security on the wall, that made sense to me. Like, I mean, I have no problem with them saying, okay, yes, let's beef up security. I just think the wall is just a stupid idea. They still go under it. There's still tunnels. They go underneath the ground. There's tunnels right now that goes under the wall. I mean, I know it's the movies, but think about Fast and Furious. How you think they was getting underneath the tunnels? The wall ain't gonna stop that.
It's gonna be a nice little.
So he just wants a wall with his name on it, just to put up a tiny piece of wall in Texas, on it with gold lettering. But he probably, Anna, you probably so right. He probably gonna do the gold lettering, and I think too, he just wants something in history with his name on it, even if they tear it down. Like just like I said, we were talking about the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall got torn down already. If they tore it down, they gonna still say Trump's walls. He just wants something out there to say that he can have his name on it. Tracy is saying that the only way the wall will work is if there is fear of being shot if they try to cross it. And I think their fear of remaining in the impoverished area, dealing with the Mexican militia and whatever government atrocity they have, they willing to take that risk. Because they could be shot now if they get caught. They could be shot now. Let's see. Say, and the government built those. Yeah, and the government built those. That's true. So, after the 15th, he's saying that if they come back to, they're supposed to come back to negotiations on the 15th. If they come back to negotiations on the 15th and they do not have a wall in their plan, he said they might as well not even talk to him. He's gonna shut the government down again. He he is such a fucking child, and he's gonna try to use declare it a state of emergency in order to use the funds from FEMA to fund this wrong. He's already left his name on something during this term. My hemorrhoids. I heard that, Sean. Nia, hey Nia, welcome to the room. He said Nia says he does want his name on something. His name is on the Trump shutdown. He needs to comb his hair and keep it moving. He got his name on Trump towers. You know what I'm saying? That's all he need right there.
Let a hurricane hit the that hurricane gonna knock it down this year.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so like surprisingly, Rick Scott here in Florida is like pleading with him not to use the FEMA money for this wall, because Florida is one of those states that get hit almost every year, some type of disaster. Florida, Texas, that wall ain't gonna hold back the hurricanes. You know what I'm saying? He's so egotistical he can't. Right. He's so egotistical he can't contend with the normal chapter in the history book. Exactly, Aqua with a pause. I'm just gonna call you Aqua for a second. But yeah, he's so egotistical that it's just like he's playing like, well, if you can have it, no. If I can have it, neither can you. That's the type of game he seems like he's playing. He is, him and his friend Kanye. They just imbeciles. They just want their name in history. They don't care if it's good, bad, or otherwise. They just want their name out there. So we're gonna be watching to see what's gonna happen with this shutdown. Like I said, far as I know, like I say, there have been a lot of shutdowns. There was a shutdown during Obama's term. It lasted 17 days. This one lasted 35. This is the longest in history. We never got back pay when we were furloughed. We just got unemployment, depending on how long we was gone. So I'm so surprised that they are pushing legislation to try to get these people back pay. The government contractors, most government contractors are people who got out the military and decided to still keep their same job but then work with the government. That's usually what a lot of government contractors are, but a lot of the government contractors were not going to get back pay at all. So they just 5 hours ago just pushed through legislation, a bill to get the government contractors back pay. Basically, they're going to get paid for work that they would have got paid if they were actually working. My dad says he's too old to have a Twitter account. Look, I know some people that Trump should not have social media, period. Every senator, regardless of party, needs to object to another shutdown. If they're okay with it, they all need to get thrown out of office. It's so true, but it's so surprisingly how many people, even though they claim they are upset and they do not agree with what he's doing, they will still ride with him tooth and nail, strictly because they are part of that party. No matter what he does, they're going to support the party, even though if they don't support him, you know, air quotes. But they're still going to support that party. Sarah Sanders Huckabee, you know the person I call her Lydia, Aunt Lydia from The Handmaid's Tale. Sarah Sanders Huckabee had the audacity to let her mouth fly open and say, unemployment is a statewide program. So unemployment is based off of state, not federal funds. So they still can receive unemployment during a shutdown. But yeah, Sarah Sanders Huckabee came out of her mouth and said that God wanted Donald Trump to be president, and that's why he's in office now, and that's why he's going to win again. And I was like, I don't know. That statement right there let me know that we serve two different gods, baby. Because ain't no way my God put that man in office for any reason. It's just yeah. But no, unemployment is usually state. So yeah, they can get unemployment during furlough. Only thing that I know, food stamp benefits were being shut down because that's a federal program. What else is being shut down? Everybody got their food stamps though. That came on through. Say that was the devil's work. Baby, I was gonna say, I think the devil sitting back like saying, don't put him on me. He ain't at my barbecue. I think the devil even saying that he is a whole nother entity there. I don't know what the hell. I'm telling y'all, in my personal opinion, I've said it before, and my channel this video may get blocked because of this. Because I'm gonna pause for a second. YouTube has now have a policy that if they feel that anything that you're saying on your channel is of a conspiracy nature, then they will block your video. And possibly you may get a YouTube strike, a community strike. But I'm going to talk about this shit anyway. I think he is trying to create civil unrest in this country. Like the situation that happened with Justice Smollett. If you haven't heard, Justice Smollett, the actor from Empire, was allegedly attacked in Chicago a few nights ago. He was walking out of his house around 2 o'clock in the morning, going to Subway. Two guys rode up on him, two white guys, supposedly dressed in masks and MAGA hats, the Make America Great hats. I almost hit a car today because I was riding behind one that had it on the bumper sticker. And they supposedly said, "Hey, ain't you that fag from Empire?" You know, that nigga fag from Empire is what they supposedly called him. Don't quote me, but I think that's the exact words. And they went to go beat him, tie a noose around his neck, and poured. I'm not gonna say bleach because Justice Smollett said an unknown substance is what he said. Some news media said it was bleach. I think you would know if it was bleach because the way it smelled. But he said an unknown substance on him. Now don't come this way. Go back that way. My mic is right here, and I don't need you to come this way. I appreciate that. Thank you. Go that way. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Love you kindly. So, but yeah, so allegedly, I ain't gonna keep saying allegedly all over again. This is in the news. This is what the damn news said. I ain't making this shit up. I ain't gonna keep saying allegedly. I know people say allegedly all the time, so they won't have no legal ramifications up against them. But when I say it once, damn it, that's all I'm gonna say is that one time. But I feel you. Thank you for letting me know, Charlie. But yeah, so the police is saying that they have surveillance of him leaving out of his home, and they can see him going down the street. But there's like little gaps in the video footage because they use cameras from like the street lights. They use the cameras from ATM machines, and they use like ATM machines, street lights, and people's doorbells. But they have no record of the actual beating, the alleged beating. City buses, they use cameras from all over. I hate them damn Ring doorbells here in the city I live in. Oh my God, everybody named Mom. I was like, what the fuck y'all scared of? Everybody got Ring doorbells. You go up to the door and they like, hey, can I help you? Or are you home? No, I'm not home. Then why are we talking through this doorbell? I don't need to talk to you through this damn doorbell. So there's no evidence that's showing that he supposedly got attacked. Now, this is I don't know the whole details, but this is one of the things that I'm thinking. After this attack, he supposedly went back to his hotel or his home where his manager was at, and they called the police from there. The police told him to go to the hospital. He went to the hospital with the noose still around his neck. If it was me, my very first reaction would have been to get that off my neck. I probably would have felt like I was suffocating. Once I realized that I was alive, my first reaction would probably have been to try to get that off my neck. So the fact that he went back home and then made it all the way to the hospital with this noose still around his neck is kind of strange to me. Now, on the other side of that, you don't want to tamper with evidence. A Facebook friend posted online link to her Ring account. Her neighbors were arguing, and you could hear the entire convo as if they were in the house with her. The second thing, them rings be. I'm gonna put you in a cage. Maybe you gotta use the bathroom.
Oh, that's true.
Go with Keenan. She gonna take you to the bathroom. Go ahead. Go outside. I missed some comments. I'm sorry. Worry about the dog. He's working my nerves. You say you don't believe it. A Ring account. Charlie, a Ring account, you can get a doorbell now that has security cameras in it. So when people walk up to your house, it automatically activated and actually sends a message to the app on your phone. You can see the whole video and everything. You could talk to people. You could be in another country. You could talk to your Ring account. That's what the whole Ring thing is. See, I'm one of the people that I don't trust security cameras because I think that they watching me. So I probably would never have one. I got the dog.
I feel like
Um,
with the ring thing, if somebody's stealing my packages often, then maybe I would get one to see. But other than that, I don't need it.
but the thing is, if somebody's stealing your packages, like I know they was using them, they use it a lot here for package theft. If somebody's stealing your packages, if you can't see the plates on their car, or if you can't get a good description of them, you ain't stopping it from stealing it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of the places that I visit, their ring doorbells is not facing the street because, like, you know how our doorbell is on the side of the house. What good is a ring doorbell gonna do for us? But they've been trying to give me those. My house got broken into last Friday, and the first thing the cop said was, "Get a ring doorbell. Say no, expensive and creepy." Yeah, because I'll be like, they watching me. They want to watch us, listen to us. Exactly, that's exactly how I'm feeling. They want to watch us and look, and look through us. Okay, so the second thing about Jesse is, I was thinking too that the whole, if there was indeed an assault, because first I was like, yeah, if there was indeed an assault, I think, and I could be wrong, because this is just my thoughts, that it was him and the manager. That he went back to that apartment, or maybe him and the manager, they might have been a couple. They may have gotten into a fight. The manager may have whooped his ass, and they decided he didn't want to call the police on him, but somebody may have witnessed or saw something, or something may have happened or went down, and he decided to use this story. That's the other thought. You say you got the ring doorbell, you ain't even got people coming to your house. I'm gonna come visit. I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna come visit. So that was my other thing that I thought about with the Jussie Smollett story. If it is fictional, him still walking around with the noose on his neck is kind of like strange to me. And then he also said that they were two masked men wearing MAGA hats, but he identified them as white men. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's 11 degrees in Chicago. I was wondering how he was able to identify them as Caucasian, being that they had masks on. So there's a lot of, so I'm not saying that ain't true, but there's a lot of holes in the story that's got me like, damn, what the fuck? Exactly. Or he met someone while doing trade who beat him and robbed him. That is a good thought, Tommy, because they do a lot of trade. But ooh, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, cold as hell in Chicago, trying to do some trade out there at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was thinking he went out. Tracy said I was thinking he went out and met someone. I lost that from a dating app, and it went south. The rope was probably from that fixation thing people do. Yeah, that's true. And I was thinking of fixation as well. Although that's all you need is a thumb, add pressure right there. I'm just saying. My first question about the attack, Sean says, why in the hell would you go out at 2 a.m. alone and walking? Now, I'm going to be honest. I do that. I don't care what time of day it is. I'm one of them people who don't walk in fear. Even though I have a lot of conspiracy theories. Like, I don't like motherfuckers watching me. I think the government watch me. But I will walk outside at 2 a.m. down my street, and I walk with the mentality like I wish a motherfucker would. So I can't say that you wouldn't be walking outside at 2 a.m. But it's cold. That cold air though. Anything for some D. Now, you know, I have done some walking for some D in that early morning, back in my whole day. Also, he went out at midnight. They're underplaying that almost 2 hours passed from him leaving and returning. Oh, so he didn't go out at 2 a.m. They said the attack happened at 2, but he supposedly went out at midnight. Say, look at my daughter's face. I have a gun and I'm still staying in the house. Yeah, I don't even know why you got a gun. We talked about that before. But you're a little different, Portia. You keep a razor under your tongue at all times. Got one that blade in her. But yeah, it's just but like I wouldn't expect Keena to walk out at 2 a.m. by herself. Would you? Really? Okay. So like just to clear your head. Yeah, and I do that a lot. I go out And I would walk out, and I don't know, I think maybe I got that from my mama. My mama used to cut through dark alleys by herself. And I know times were different, but I just have always had that mentality. I just never, I don't walk with the intent like somebody going, I mean, I'll go out with the thought process that if somebody fuck with me, I'm ready, or at least I hope to be ready. You forgot to live with WP. What the hell? You forgot I live. Now see, I don't know if my cousin want to talk about the story, but she had a situation before where a noose was involved on her property, and and I know in that case, I believe they left it up there so the police could see it, but it wasn't around your neck. I just think for me, my first thought, if somebody was choking me with a noose, my first thought, as soon as I'm free, is to take it off. Say, I will leave the house at 2 a.m. but not walking. I used to walk the park across the street at 3:45, but other people were there. Yeah, you could tell. Oh, I could tell it. But I don't even know the whole story altogether. But I remember, if I remember correctly, when my cousin, she was, they had left St. Louis and they had moved down to this little bodunk ass town south of St. Louis, and she came home and there was like a noose on her front porch. And if I'm not mistaken, it was because of they were targeting her sons. And by her being one of the only black people down there, it was like an easy pickings. And the police turned the whole story around and made it seem like it was their fault, that they egged this on. And as far as I know, ain't nothing ever happened in that situation. Is that right, Charlie? As far as the police in the news, but like, did y'all take the noose down? Did y'all leave it on the porch, or what did y'all do with the noose when y'all saw it? Like, I know if it was around my neck, it's coming off. Like, I come through the front door and I'm taking my bra off. I know I'm not gonna leave no noose on my neck, walk all the way back home, show my manager, and he drove himself to the hospital. Go to the hospital and still have the noose on my neck. That just don't make sense to me. Now I do know, like I said, they are currently still filming Empire, and I believe they filming in Chicago. The, right, it said the noose was around his neck like a tie. It was also thin, not like a noose that would be hanging from the back, not the front. See, you took it down. You took it down and took it to the sheriff's department. Your first thought is to remove it. You don't walk around with it on. That just don't make sense to me. And I do know that he has an album coming out, and it makes me question whether or not this is publicity stunt, or like I said, or like y'all was saying too, trade gone wrong. But I honestly think it has something to do with that manager. Um, I just think a sex crime gone wrong on old boy. A sex crime. I don't think it even started out to be a crime initially. A sex act gone wrong is what I'm thinking. I do think that, because they did not say. I don't know. Usually when people attack someone of a homosexual nature, in a lot of cases, the attacker tries to sexually assault them as well. They didn't see, even after beating them up, they may try to piss on them, poo on them, put their dick in their mouth, something like that. In a lot of cases that happens. Calling Brinson and Stabler, Lord have mercy. It's the case for SBU. I love Law and Order. I got the video games and everything. I love me some Law and Order, man. So I'm not certain, like I said, I haven't really followed it in depth, but I know they have taken it all the way to Dumb Donald, who he tried. Dumb Donald said, I know things like this happened before. I've seen it. I don't know what he's seen. But if we had the wall, then we could prevent things. Like, he turned it all into a conversation about the wall. I was like, I don't understand exactly what people thought that the president was supposed to do any doggone way.
He also made a tweet talking about the polar vortex, and he was like, where is this climate change? When is it going to start global warming up again? I was like, you dumb. Like, you are on a whole other level of
stupidity.
That ain't. This is a fact of global warming. Like,
It's like global warming. He wants the planet to warm up. 100%. He ain't seen the 2012. He ain't seen that
You
movie.
ain't seen the day after tomorrow. I love the movie, y'all. I love
Oh,
that movie. That was good.
maybe semen was the unknown liquid. If this story is true, hence the Clorox smell. I don't think there was a Clorox smell. The news media is who added in the bleach. He said in his report that it was an unknown substance. So let me go back to your question. You said something else. If somebody's gonna throw an unknown substance at me, they beat him up, put a neck around him, and then threw an unknown substance at him. The police said that they had no record of, they had no, I don't know if he supposedly threw a container, because they said they couldn't find a container that the substance was supposed to be in. He had broken ribs,
It's kind of like on the
or
dude.
cracked rib, and then he got stitches in his head, if I'm not mistaken.
When the house got broken into the second time, that towel was on the floor,
Uh-huh.
and it was like an unknown substance, but they didn't even know the towel was like wet, but they didn't even bother to check.
Yeah, they didn't bother to check to see what the towel was wet from. Yeah. So just for me, like I said, when I first heard it, I was like, this is a hate crime. They called him a racist. I mean, they called him a nigger. They called him a fag. This is a definite hate crime, if it did happen. But once I started hearing more and more of the details and looking at the police reports, I was like, there's a lot of holes in this story that ain't adding up to me. I'm sorry to say that. It's just a lot of holes in the story. And it seems like I say, if this is indeed a publicity stunt, this is like have become a common thing for whatever press you get to try to help boost your sales. Like this, I'm gonna move on to the next story. Erykah Badu.
Oh, I gotta go.
Erykah motherfucking Badu. Okay, so y'all probably already heard by now, Erykah Badu did a concert in Chicago. And while she was on stage, she repped R. Kelly, talking about how much we support him, that everybody need to shut up talking about him and his sexual allegations. He, her brother, she gonna always be there for him, and this, that, and the third, right? So of course, social media been turning her a new asshole since that whole little event went down. Well, now she's coming out and she's speaking out against Jussie Smollett as well. And everybody turned her up as well. But she has turned this and saying, the media is putting out fake news about me, this, that, and the third. But a few days ago, Taraji P. Henson also came out and said something in support of R. Kelly, which she later deleted her tweet, but then came back with another tweet that's saying, oh no, he's really guilty, he's a scumbag, or yada yada. There's something along those lines. Y'all know I'm not quoting right now. And I'm thinking on these two as well that they both are doing this just for publicity. They have a movie that's coming out that they both are starring in, and they just need people talking about them. So why not talk about whatever's the hottest topic out there right now and get your name in people's mouths and get people talking. So like Erykah Badu has been saying problematic shit for years. She's her, Bill Cosby, they all have always said problematic shit to me for a long time. So it looks to me as if they are using these moments, the R. Kelly situation, the Jussie Smollett situation. Surprisingly, one of them probably said something about the wall, who knows, to garner eyes on them and attention on them to promote this movie. It's a remake of What Men Want. I forgot who was in the original one. This is the black version. Erykah still have that Baduism. I don't know what the hell is going on with Dumb Donald is not just gonna have him at the West Wing for a Big Mac. Oh, I missed something. Oh, Dumb Donald gonna have Jussie at the in the West Wing for a Big Mac. He say Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson is in the original. Yeah, and so yeah, this is gonna be what women want and what men want, and it's starring Taraji and Erykah Badu was in the movie, and I really think that both of them with this loose tongue is just for them to get publicity. Now, in Taraji's case, Taraji ain't ready for that blowback. Erykah Badu is a clap back. She would clap back on you quick. She's always been one to clap back. Taraji ain't about that life as far as the clap back goes on social media. So she couldn't handle that pressure when everybody started coming at her. So she tried to retract her statement, but somebody caught that mug. You know, you put that shit on Twitter, everybody screenshotting real quick. Somebody caught that mug before she deleted it and came back with the follow-up. I think she was just trying to cover her ass because she wasn't ready for that blowback. She was like, let Erykah go handle that and go and do that there. But yeah, I just think that anybody else like have any thoughts or opinions on that? They feel like that maybe they're doing this just for publicity, or you have another idea of why they feel so strongly. Say Taraji wasn't defending him. She was saying, why do they have a mute R. Kelly but not a mute Weinstein? Say Cookie would handle it. Taraji said more than that though. I remember the tweet itself. I don't have it on me right now, but she said more than just the mute R. Kelly and Weinstein. It was a lot more to that tweet, and because she was saying, it started off saying, "Why are we always tearing down our black brothers?" And then like the ending of that tweet was when she said, "Why we got to mute R. Kelly and not a Weinstein?" Because it was a whole lot more to that tweet, and she deleted all of that. I'm thirsty. Ooh, child. But yeah, so initially, Keenan and I was gonna go see the movie, and when they came out with these little statements, we was like, we could wait for it to come on demand or Tubi, Redbox, you know, something like that. I mean, we know how the story gonna go, so yeah, I'm just not feeling it to go see him right now. I'm not feeling it. And another one of y'all celebrities I'm not feeling right now is Gladys motherfucking Knight. I'm not feeling Gladys. Y'all know that Gladys is going to be singing the Star-Spangled Banner during the Super Bowl on Sunday. Like I said, I've never really been a Super Bowl fan anyway, or a football fan anyway. So when it came time to boycott the Super Bowl, it was easy for me because I didn't watch the shit anyway. Matter of fact, I was one of the people that I'm a bad luck charm for the football teams. Like I would get invited to the football parties. Every time I get invited to one who everybody was trying to root for, they would lose. Gladys Knight decided that she's gonna have to sing the Star-Spangled Banner at the Super Bowl, and you know it's already a protest against the Star-Spangled Banner in relation to police brutality and the Colin Kaepernick. Tubi, same or better than Netflix. Tubi has a lot of older movies. They have a lot of older movies. So if you want to like catch up on some old shit, Tubi got it. They got a lot of older black movies too. So like, but we was already mad at Travis Scott because Travis Scott is gonna do the halftime show with Maroon 5. People was already mad at Maroon 5. You know, black people like Maroon 5. They was already mad at Maroon 5. Travis Scott gonna do the sing with them because they always got to bring somebody else in. They was already mad at him. Okay. So then the two little girls, what's their name, Keenan, Haley or whatever? Can't think of the other little girls. Haley and such, that's under the Ivy Park, under Beyonce label. They gonna be singing America the Beautiful. I didn't even know they did all these damn songs at the Super Bowl game. And Gladys said that she's doing it because she wants to rep Atlanta. She want to bring positive attention to Atlanta. And I know from what I heard on the radio this morning, Snoop Dogg is at the Super Bowl. Man, it's so many lists of celebrities they're actually, I'm not gonna say at the Super Bowl, they're actually in Atlanta for the Super Bowl festivities, even though they're supposed to be supporting Kaepernick. I can't wait to go watch Little. I got an opinion about Little too, but I'm gonna come back with that in a minute. She'll probably get up under as I don't know what that word's supposed to be. The Pledge of Allegiance. They all fired. Chloe's the other one. Haley and Chloe. That's the other one. Thank you, Lady B. Sean, I don't know what that word is supposed to be. Before the pledge. So you messed it up? So this is what I would love to have happen. I would love for if one of these black entertainers gonna say, okay, I'm gonna do the Star-Spangled Banner and get out there And then they get out there and sing the Black National Anthem. Let them sing, lift every voice. They get ready to play the Star-Spangled Banner. Lift every voice come out their mouth. That's what I would love to have happen. But she feels that because she'll probably get up there and sing the Pledge of Allegiance. She probably would. She's saying that because she's lived through the Civil Rights era. You really feeling yourself, just feeling herself. Hey Vito.
You want to sing Lift Every Voice?
It's Black History Month. Vito like, let me get in here. I'm black. So but she's saying that because she's lived through the Civil Rights era, she's been an activist already, that she's paid her dues already, that she has the right to sing what she wants to, and she just want to bring some positive light to her city. You think, Charlie, you think that the police will escort them off the field if they sing Lift Every Voice? I mean, I'm just saying, I will sing it. Like, I might have to do that one day. We might have to go to a game and just start singing Lift Every Voice as soon as they say stand up. Hey Asia, how you doing? Thank you so much. I love you too. Appreciate you. I really wish that somebody would just get up and just start singing Lift Every Voice. And then like all the black people in the audience be like, you know what? Because you know, when they did the Olympics, when they held up the fist, everybody started holding up the fist too. Let somebody start singing Lift Every Voice and then everybody just chime on in. I would just love it. That would just make my day. Yes. I would have to go learn the words again because I done forgot them. I'm for real. I don't know all the words no more. They would say it's racist and not American. I mean, and the Star-Spangled Banner ain't. You know what I'm saying? Say, I would go. Vito was gonna sue y'all for that different color under his neck.
Yeah, Bertie, you funny.
Say just to sing, yes, I will go just to sing. Like y'all tell me y'all finna set up a Lift Every Voice protest at a football game, I'm going. Me. I will get my me's on. So I'm gonna have to get quiet doing the chorus though. It's rough. I told you. I'm gonna have it on the phone. I'm gonna have the lyrics like, wait a minute now. There we go. Let's say about 9 or 10 years ago, a celebrity did that. Can't remember who it was, but they started singing the Star-Spangled Banner and then mixed it with Lift Every Voice. Oh, I have tried. Oh, Tracy, if you can find it, I would love to see that. Say mad about the white spot. Vito gonna be mad about the white spot. Look here. Vito gonna have to be all right with his little whiteness underneath her. You know, we all got a little mixed in us some kind of word. All-star basketball weekend event. Keena, you really got it to yourself. She all like, what?
Oh yeah, I'm starting to realize I don't know what's past the first.
She started to dab and everything. Like
first 5 lines, I don't know. That's it.
that's all I know is I just know the beginning
All we
too.
do is the first 5 lines.
Just like everybody all sing the first verse of Star-Spangled Banner.
I think I know the whole thing.
Even the racist parts.
Oh no, I don't know the whole thing. No.
He said that's racist. Vito got some white in him. We all do. We got a little European in us somewhere. You know. Actually, you know what? That's not Vito white side. That's his. He done grade already. He done prematurely grade. You think Beyonce did that? Oh, I would love to see that because I just don't think Beyonce did. Up until recently, Beyonce wasn't that bold. It wasn't until she got her beehive behind her that she felt like she was comfortable enough to come out and take a stand against something. Beyonce wasn't that bold before. Yeah. I can't. I would love to see it if it was her. I would love to see it. But I don't know, for some reason I think I remember it too. And if I remember correctly, it was a black guy that came out doing the Star-Spangled Banner. He started singing Lift Every Voice. She said she think it was doing an all-star game. But for some reason I remember that too. Or maybe I don't remember. Maybe it's just because it was my hopes and dreams that somebody did it.
Beyonce has sung it. She sung it at Coachella.
Did she sing it though in place of the Star-Spangled Banner? That's what I'm talking about. And they were expecting her to sing the Star-Spangled Banner.
Let's see.
Now she sing Lift Every. I know she sung Lift Every Voice, but they paid her to sing the Star-Spangled Banner, and she came out and did Lift Every Voice. No, somebody else was talking about it, and I don't believe she did that. But yeah, Jay-Z, you say Jay-Z made Beyonce hard like Tupac did me. You know, Tupac got me that thug like, baby, he's gangster. And
I mean, I don't want the whole history of Lift Every Voice and saying. I just want to know.
Beyonce singing Lift Every
Yeah,
Voice.
that's all. No, but they giving me the history in the article while I'm trying
Oh,
to read it.
okay. She's our Google researcher today. She's gonna look that up and see if Beyonce did that in place of Star-Spangled Banner. 'Cause that's what I want to have happen. Because I think if they know you coming to sing Lift Every Voice, they gonna shut that shit down. I'll say Tammy say nah, she didn't do that part. She just sung Lift Every Voice. If you came in saying yeah, I'm gonna sing Lift Every Voice, they gonna shut it down. No, because they want the Star-Spangled Banner. And I just sing Lift Every Voice. Just come out and just blast it. I haven't watched football. Oh, man, I don't think I've seen a football game for real since high school football. Like that's what I encourage people doing doing the protest. I mean, people act like it's over now. You know, they act like it's over. They forgot that we supposed to be protesting the football game, but some people never did start. But I was always saying that if you still want to support football, then support the college game, support the high school teams, support the little leagues.
That's what she
You ain't
did.
got to go to pro. What she do?
She sung Freedom and then switched into Every Voice is singing. All the white people was like,
Oh, she started singing. Okay, so Keena's saying that Beyonce started off singing her song "Freedom," and she mixed it in with "Lift Every Voice." And said the white people was over it. Tammy said the white people was over it.
They was like,
I can believe that. The one they don't know the words. It was like, Anna, if you still in the room, had you ever heard of the song "Lift Every Voice"? I know Anna and Spam. I don't know if Spammy still in the room. Spammy lives in the UK though, so it may not be something she may be familiar with. Like I was like. The average white, I don't know. Anna may know because Anna, you know, she with the Anna is very diverse but you haven't heard it. So yeah, that'll be a song that you would be sitting back like, what the hell is this? I don't know this one. What's that?
I'm watching the performance.
Oh my goodness, I can't watching the performance. So for me, I know a lot of people were saying, you know, Gladys is a legend. She can do what she want to do. So I'm not going to be mad at her. But for me, Gladys is canceled just like Chris said. Gone with that girl. I ain't trying to hear that. And speaking of legends, y'all know I like to try to flow on to it. Speaking of legends, Whoopi Goldberg and Monique. Yes, I would like it if somebody sang at an NFL game. It's seriously. Whoopi Goldberg and Monique supposedly got into a little tiff recently where in the end Monique said that Whoopi Goldberg was the help. Now I have not heard it. I didn't look at the article. I've been just listening to a lot of different reviewers talk about it. And from what I've heard Monique say, sidebar, when I tell you I'm having a good time with y'all, watching one of my favorite YouTubers and gnawing on these oxtails. Oh, you got some oxtails. Oh, my mama, no, did she make oxtails? She did make some, but I didn't get none. So Monique basically is called Whoopi Goldberg to help. And so from what I'm hearing from these videos, from the article in its entirety, I must say that what Monique said was disrespectful as fuck, but it wasn't wrong. I thought Beyonce did that show at the NFL. Did she do that show at the NFL?
No, this is Coachella.
Oh, Keena said it was at Coachella with Beyonce.
NFL was where she did the Black Panther. No, yeah, Black Panther. What's that?
Oh, when she did the formation and all that. Oh, okay. So, yeah, but from what the history of what I know about Whoopi Goldberg, like I say, she's said some problematic shit to me, not to me directly, but in my opinion, about us as black people, about us black people in the film industry. Although she does say some good things as well, but I didn't think that what Monique said was wrong. Now, the thing that became an issue, I think, from a lot of these reviewers, the same thing like I was saying about Gladys Knight. People were saying because she is Whoopi Goldberg is a legend that Monique could be educated by her. She could take a lesson from her out her book. How can the truth be disrespectful? How she said it. It's calling her to help is just like really just that's kind of like
That's the lowest form you could
that's
ever
the
go.
that's like
Especially if you've seen the movie The Help, you know how low that is.
that's really just saying she's straight out here shucking and jiving and cooning. All the, I mean, well, no, not that kind of help. It's a low blow. Okay, the low blow. There we go. Just say it's a low blow. Let's not forget about Ted dancing in blackface while dating Whoopi. But that's like, in addition to the Ted dancing thing, and people saying, "Oh, that was so many years ago." When Whoopi Goldberg sat there and watched Ted Danson do the blackface, they were in the comedy club. This is a comedy club that's kind of exclusive to comedians. What happens in there is supposed to stay in there and not supposed to get out, but it did. And Whoopi thought the whole act of him in blackface making a mockery was funny. She said that she was okay and she was fine with him doing that. That's just one incident. But there has been a lot of things over the years that I've heard come out of her mouth that I was like, really, bitch? You know, a lot of things, especially with her being on the talk show, The View. There's a lot of shit that's coming out of her mouth. I'm thinking like, really, bitch? A lot of things that she said in regards to not just Ted Danson, to her first husband, in relation to black men. I was like, this bitch right here. You know, that's my response. So when Monique said these things, I was like, oh, you know, I felt that same way. But when she called her to help, she was saying that she hasn't done anything as far as like production wise. I don't know Whoopi Goldberg's production credits. But a lot of the reviewers that I'm watching, they're talking about all the awards Whoopi has won. I've already talked about this before. If we want to talk about number of awards, Monique actually has more than Whoopi Goldberg. The type of awards, as far as like what we place, as far as like the value, like saying a Tony over NAACP, people put that above it, or Oscar over NAACP. Whoopi has won more of those type of awards than Monique has. But as far as numbers, Monique has beat her in numbers. And but the people are saying they're giving Whoopi a pass because she's a quote unquote legend, as if legends can't be checked. Another issue that I think I've heard, and this was from my girl Beautiful Soul, me and her talked about this before. She was saying that, like I said, she said that she could have been educated from the process of the comments, and that Monique did not have a problem with her until Whoopi Goldberg started talking about Sydney and her role in Hollywood. And I was like, okay, so she thought that Whoopi was not Whoopi, that Monique was quick to tear down a black woman. And I'm thinking, okay, so when Whoopi made these statements, and I did read these, when she made these statements, she wasn't giving her advice on how to move forward. She wasn't saying, this is what I did and you could probably mock this. She was basically saying, you need to get rid of your husband. He's fucking up your career. That's giving her opinion. So if she can give her opinion about Monique and whatever she think is negative, why is it that Monique can't give her opinion about Whoopi? I think that's just such hypocritical. Whoopi is just stressed because living in the closet all these years is weighing on her. I thought she had came out the closet then went back in or something. I don't remember what happened, because I thought that she had came out the closet for a little bit. Let me go back for a second, 'cause I missed something. He said Tracy was saying that Monique needs to sit down. She talked about Whoopi and then went on the reel and got into it with Adrian. Then she and Steve Harvey got into it on his show this week. I heard Nia says we are in disparaging times. Nobody gets a pass. With that being said, Monique getting on my nerves. I can understand that too. Like, I have no problem with people being mad about her saying what she said about Whoopi. What I have a problem with is about being hypocritical, saying that she can't speak about Whoopi Goldberg because Whoopi Goldberg is who she is. Like, Whoopi Goldberg can say whatever she want to say about anybody else, but you can't say shit about her. That's what my problem was. And like I said, and what she said was true. It wasn't that she said a lie, you know. The situation with Steve Harvey, from what I hear, all I heard about the Steve Harvey situation is that she told Steve Harvey that she would slap the fuck out of him. That's all I heard about it. I don't know what context it came from. Um, and because I think Steve Harvey is a shuck and jive ass nigga, my damn self, I say slap the fuck out of him. I don't even know what it was about. He deserved to be slapped, in my opinion. But I don't know if he was talking about the Whoopi Goldberg situation. I don't know the whole backstory for that one. But yeah, Steve Harvey, he could be slapped the fuck out, in my opinion. And he's an OG in the game too. He's a legend in his time. Um, but when you think about though, when Steve Harvey became this legend, basically when they was on the Kings of Comedy, Monique was on the Queens of Comedy at the same time. There were women comedians doing the same thing at the same time as Steve. So like, you can say he's a legend, but you can't say she's a legend. You know what I'm saying? It just don't. I understand if you don't like her. I understand if you don't like her delivery. She loud. She talk too much. She put too much black people business out on the table. Whatever. But just don't be hypocritical in your judgment. Is what's basically what I'm saying. Like you can't say that she's turned down Whoopi Goldberg's character as a black woman, and Whoopi ain't doing the same thing. I think he was trying to check her about Whoopi. I just hate she has the residency she's promoting and then getting into beef with everyone. Then again, she's promoting. Like we was talking about earlier, this may be all promotion. She does have her residency in Las Vegas. She is trying to get people to come. And people will come even if they don't like you. I know people that come to this channel even though they like you. I thought Monique said that she sooner slaps Steve than apologize to Whoopi. Is that what she said? Okay, if that is exactly what she said, then every news article that I have read has flipped her words around. Every last one that I read. And you see how things can get put out of context when you ain't hearing it yourself. Because I have not seen the video. I heard there was a video out there. I haven't heard it. But if she said, I'd rather slap Steve than apologize to Whoopi, then I don't see a problem with that. But everything that I read and every reviewer that I've listened to have all said that she threatened to slap Steve Harvey. And if it's like you said, Lady V, then that is not a threat. That is like saying, I wish a motherfucker would. I wish I would apologize. That's what it says. Say, wait, hold up. Who doesn't like my poetry? Oh, I got people that don't like me, girl. I got people that don't like me. And they still watch this channel. Matter of fact, they told me they don't like me and they still watch this channel. I have been cussed out on my channel in the comment section. I've been called a bitch 3 times, 3 different ways, and then said, but I'm still gonna watch you though. I just laugh it off at this point. Like, I told you, if I'm ever in my comment section arguing with somebody, I'm being petty. Because one, I don't even know you for real. So like, if I'm going back and forth with you, I'm being petty, and I'm being petty because I know what's bugging the heck out of you. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that's my only issue with the whole thing with Monique and Whoopi is that one, you're saying that she's always mouthing off, talking about black people. And I know that they are looking at the Roseanne shit. Oh, she don't get no motherfucking pass for Roseanne shit from me. She don't get no pass from that. Now, I still fucks with her on her comedy. But the fact that she tried to support Roseanne, saying, oh, Roseanne is a good person. I was like, oh, no, fuck you, Monique. I think I even went to her and told her, fuck out, because I be talking to these celebrities sometimes on Twitter, and they talk back. She's the one person that talks back. I was like, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. So, but, I can't even say but. I hate to say but, because that negates everything I said in the beginning. Okay, so she said this thing about supporting Roseanne. But Whoopi Goldberg has had a history of saying shit that's supporting people that have always did or said negative things about black people in the industry. But Whoopi gets a pass and Monique don't. That's all I'm saying. You say, I'm so sick of Monique, she's not funny to me. Girl, I think she's funny as hell. I do. I think she's funny. But like I said, everybody's comedy ain't everybody don't agree. Like a lot of people think that Tiffany Haddish chick funny. I think she's no. Dry as day old bit of bread. No. You say I'm sick of Whoopi too. I am so sick of Whoopi. I'm so sick of, I'm telling you, I used to watch The View all the time. I stopped watching The View because of the problematic shit that Whoopi says. Which like I said, with Wendy Williams, whew, I used to watch Wendy all the time. And because a lot of the problematic shit she says, she try to come back and cover her ass sometimes. Yeah, Wendy Williams got me start watching her too. I try to watch. I watch some things and then I'll be sitting there like, for real, Wendy. And y'all know she still has not returned to her show. She's been out on hiatus forever. Say, I think Monique is funny, not Steve Harvey though, Mr. King of Comedy. I always thought Steve Harvey was funny too. Um, Ever since he became more commercial, I kind of lost the laughter for him. But I do think I don't know. I do think that Monique is funny still. Um, and I think I told y'all before. I said some people's gonna hate me for this. I'm going to see her residency. I want to see her perform live. But I want to go to. It's in Vegas, but I want to go to Vegas for some other reasons too. Some other people that's performing in Vegas that I want to see as well. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna check her out. um, yeah. What I was gonna try to do is I actually was gonna try to reach out to her and actually have a conversation. I want to have a real conversation with her. And like I say, I know like as far as like on Twitter or on Instagram, she's one of the people that will talk back to you. And I've had a conversation with her before through her Periscope before, because I was like, I got some motherfucking questions. It's something that makes sense. Now her husband, I ain't got to meet Sydney. Sydney works my nerves. Sydney works my nerves. Now the thing is, we as people, we always say we want a man that could stand by our side, or a woman or whoever our mate is that will stand by our side and defend us tooth and nail. And that's what she feels he is for her. He's just, You say, take me with you in place of the gift bag that never arrived. I got you, Sean. If you could take off the third week of March, we going. I think her residency in March 30th. The third week, myself, Keena, I think my mama going. We just gonna go to Vegas for the weekend and just kick it. The third week of March. And they got rooms at the hotel that she's performing at for hella cheap. So I was like, I'm gonna go stay at the LCLS and see what's popping down in there. I think Drake is performing out there. Keena, I forgot to ask her. Drake has a residency now in Vegas. He's controlling to me and obnoxious. He's very obnoxious. Did you want to see Drake too?
Right?
He's supposed to be doing a performance in Vegas too. I don't know when he'll start though.
I'd rather not see a man that kissed a 17-year-old on the mouth twice and broke her boobs at a concert.
Oh.
You know, hey, whatever.
Keenan said no to Drake because he's groping 17-year-olds and stuff on stage at a concert. So Drake is out. But it was 3 people that I wanted to see in Vegas. And I was trying to see if they all overlapped. I know I did not want to see Cardi B. She got a residency too. I don't want to see Celine Dion. Eddie Griffin still has a residency, sir. He's a comedian, but I don't think Eddie Griffin funny too much. Say Keenan's too old for Drake. That's what she's saying too. But yeah, Sass, Sydney is obnoxious and he's abrasive. He's a no-tip. That's what I like to call them. Hoteps, no-tip. That's what Sydney is to me. But like I say, what I can say for Sydney, if this is what if she wants somebody that's going to back her up, speak up, and like getting people face for her, he that person. We may not like what he say, but if that's what we all say we want somebody to stand by us and ride with us. He that person. He just, yeah, couldn't have to. He's a ride or die for her. He might be killing a career with him, but he a ride or die. Say Monique's husband is very similar to Wendy's. Yes, I agree. What's going on? Hey. I don't know why these successful women choose men who will ruin them in the long run. They don't see that they are being ruined. That's the thing. The thing is, like, even with saying that, it's clear that Monique is losing money. She's losing opportunities. Monique does not feel that her husband is responsible for those lost opportunities. She mainly believes that her dealings with Lee Daniels, Oprah Winfrey, and Tyler Perry is the reason that she's losing opportunities, that she was blackballed because of them. Now, the fact that Sydney is as abrasive as he is as a husbander, that ain't helping the situation. But she believes her original downfall came from her speaking out against those three people. And like I was saying when we was talking about not speaking on Whoopi Goldberg because she's a legend, or not speaking on Gladys Knight because she's a legend. That's exactly how people look at Oprah and Tyler. They don't. You can't speak bad about them. You can't say, even if it's true, keep closed mouth. How dare you speak about them? They paved the way for you. That's how people look at that. I'm not one of them people. Y'all know I would talk. I would tell them my own damn mama. So you know damn well I could give a fuck about what your legend status is. If I feel that you're doing me wrong, I'm gonna speak on it. And people didn't want her to speak on that. And like I said, I heard that people was like, so she interviewed Tyler Perry without his permission. That's untrue. That was one of the periscopes I was in. She was having a periscope show, and during her periscope show, he called in. Her periscopes are live, the same way she did when she was talking to Kaya and Maddie. She was recording her periscope as they was recording their show live, and she gonna keep it going. The phone call came through during the middle of her periscope, and so she kept recording and it kept going. She didn't cut the periscope off, say, let me get off the phone so I can take this phone call. She kept it going. So that was a lie. She didn't record him without her knowledge. You say blame the people. The people aren't even thinking about her. No, they not, because you know what? I can't even say they're not thinking about her. I think maybe Oprah ain't thinking about her. Oprah ain't paying her no mind. But like I said, Tyler did call her up to have a conversation with her. I'm trying to go see Tyler Perry last play too. They got his play on the road before the last movie come out. I'm trying to go see him too. But yeah, Tyler Perry called her up and tried to give her a heartfelt apology. Lee Daniels, that's another problematic motherfucker I don't give a damn about. He don't give a I'm gonna say what Kanye said about George W. Bush. Lee Daniels don't give a damn about black people. That's how I feel about Lee Daniels. But Lee Daniels is coming out with a gay black superhero movie. I don't know if y'all heard about that. It's gonna be called Super Bitch. And so yeah, I saw that on Twitter the other day, that he said he always dreamed of having a gay black superhero. You going to see the play in May? Where are you going to see the play in May, Sean? I know it's coming to Orlando next week on the 10th. I don't think we have enough time to buy tickets then. It's going to be in Tampa, I believe, soon. Yeah, Lee is very problematic. Oh, goodness gracious, I can't stand Lee Daniels. I can't stand Lee Daniels. And like I said, based off of the conversation that she had with Tyler Perry, like everybody was tripping off. They said that she recorded him without his knowledge. But in that conversation, he did not say she was lying. Tampa on the 7th. On the 7th of February, it's in Tampa. Damn, that's too soon. Maybe I'm going to have to try to go to the one in Orlando. It's on the 10th. It's on a Sunday. And we right here in Orlando. I'm going to have to go see Tyler Perry play. In Mobile, Alabama, it's 30 minutes away from my part of Florida. Damn, Mobile that close? And it's going to be in May. Y'all like to travel. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I can't make this one that's coming up next week. This is already February 4th. What day is this? Oh, I ain't got my calendar. It's close. Hold on for a second, y'all. Oh, I still got 59% on the phone. We good. So, yeah, I want to go see that. Lee Daniels hate black women. It's too much. It's evident in the way that he writes his female characters. Oh my god. Yes, I agree. I totally agree with you about Lee Daniels and the way he writes his characters. So yeah, but that is what Monique blames her failed career on. Okay. Yeah, but like I said, because of the bracing of her husband, she ain't gonna. It ain't helping matters. It ain't helping matters at all. But she see it as him ride or die for her. That's what we was talking about. That how not Lee. Get your monkey ass go back. Dog up here trying to knock shit down. That's how I see the Wendy Williams husband and Sydney. They don't see them as somebody that's ruining their lives. They see somebody that's riding for them, that they gonna do what they gotta do even if they piss people off. That's how they saw them. Now in Wendy Williams' case, I don't know what's going on with her and Kevin. I think that she was in a situation with this alleged side chick that Wendy already knew. But a lot of black women act like his characters. Um, the thing with Lee Daniels and the way that he writes his female black characters, I think this is the best way that I could say that. He takes some of the stereotypes that may be true amongst a lot of us and exploits them he exploits them. And he puts them on a grander level than what they really are. That's how I see the way he writes a lot of his characters. And when you look at the way he writes his characters, it's not just about how the character is being portrayed. It's also about how the other characters are interacting with their characters as well. It's like who has the upper hand, who always comes out on top, the respect level that the opposing character is playing against that person. So it's not just simply in the portrayal of the character, it's everything that comes around it as well. The setting, their atmosphere, everything that he does is like exploitative. It was Beautiful Soul Speaks. Y'all know I was on Euroweb.com and I was reading an article and I saw a video and I hit the video and it was Beautiful Soul Speaks video. This dude is using her material on his website as part of his blog. He ain't giving no credit to my girl, nothing like that. And I was like, Beautiful Soul, I don't know if you know about this, but your shit is being used over on this website. If y'all see my shit like that, y'all let me know. If y'all see my videos out there, I don't have none of the people out there want to share like that, but if y'all do, let me know. But yeah. Okay, so I think that's who else I said I had to talk. I think I was gonna talk about somebody else. Yeah, Sass. I was reading it. I sent it to her in a text. I mean, I DM'd her on Instagram, and I was like, "Hey, Beautiful Soul, I don't know if you realize this, but this dude is using your video, and he got it embedded in his website. Is like it's a news reporting site. You know, got his name attached to the news article and everything, and then her video was right there in the middle of it, and the video coincides with what his article is about. Her name is not mentioned anywhere. If she didn't say her name in the video, like I know her voice because it was one of the ones she did on her Spreaker. If she hadn't said her name in the video, you wouldn't know that it was Beautiful Soul. Matter of fact, I think he edited that part. Because in the beginning, she said, "How you doing, my beautiful soul, my beautiful." Yeah, she said, "Oh, that part wasn't in the video no more." So it's an edited version and just using her material to, yeah. I don't know what she could do about that. Maybe she could report it because it's not on YouTube. It's actually embedded into another website. I don't know what she could do about that, but I just need to let her know. Maybe she can address them, whatever. But yeah, like I said, y'all see that shit on me, let me know. I had somebody do one of my poems like that before. I looked up and they was had my video posted up in a commercial. They had me performing on stage in a commercial. They was promoting their club. And I was like, I didn't give you permission to use my work. And he was like, well, I'm helping promote you. No, you not, bro. You didn't pay me for my work. So I want to say that was all. James Ingram passed, y'all. I swear this past couple of years we've been losing some of the greats. Did he pay you? No, I didn't end up getting paid. He had to remove the entire commercial. When he removed the commercial, he had to edit it out and he put it back up. But then basically we got the commercial shut down altogether because I knew at least 5 people whose work he used in there and I contacted them all. So by the time he got done, he didn't have not a video left for real. He maybe had like 1 or 2 people left over that he could put up and I didn't know them, but he ended up taking it down altogether. But yeah, and then as far as I know, his little event that he was doing at that club, he got shut down maybe weeks after that. Cause I'm one of the people, I scream rape on your butt. You raping me of my material. So, but yeah. Hey, thank you, Patricia. I appreciate that. She said she loved me in all my videos. Thank you. Vito, what is up with you? My dog is just like really want to get into the video today. You really bugging me, sir. What's wrong with you? Talk to me, son. Nothing? Then don't come back over here no more. Okay, something is wrong. What's wrong? I'm on the video. We trying to have a conversation. See, you have a beautiful smile. I appreciate you. Thank you. I got the chapstick on today so my lips wouldn't ashy because I be on here like y'all. I need some coconut oil. I had to use the chapstick. Had to throw that wax on my lips. You know, chapstick ain't nothing but wax. Had to throw that on there today. And for those of y'all who like to come to my grown folk session, I should be doing one this month, being that this is Valentine's Day month. The month that Valentine's Day is in, I'm gonna do a grown folk session the third Friday of the month. And I'm gonna try to start I'm gonna try to get my black movies done on Sunday. Being, this is Black History Month, I'm gonna try to do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I could not get into Mudbound, y'all. I tried. I tried to watch that movie 5 times, and I kept dozing off. It didn't hold my interest. And I heard it's a really good movie, but I just couldn't get into it. So I'll probably never do that review. I don't want it to be like I did when I did that Christmas movie, and I started watching it, and I got halfway through it, and then I was like, I can't even finish this shit. And my review was like, I didn't finish it. Mudbound. It came on Netflix. I know Mary J. Blige is in it. The guy who played Eazy-E is Straight Outta Compton. He's in it. It starts off, if I'm not mistaken, this is back during slavery era or right immediately after slavery, post-slavery era. The reason I'm thinking of starting video reviews, but I'm still kind of nervous to talk to the cam. Oh, thank you. Oh, I love that. Let me tell you, I was telling Aqua with a pause. She's in here too. I love the holiday. Y'all know I love that. Aqua with a pause. We were talking about this. When I do videos, I am still nervous as hell, y'all, when I come on camera. Every time. Y'all may not be able to tell it. That's probably why I talk so much and why I talk so fast. I still be nervous. So, see, I keep trying to make myself cry. It's not a cry. I didn't cry. It's just a feel good. Like, you feel that love movie. I love the holiday. But no, I didn't cry in it, I don't think. So yeah, when I do videos, I still be nervous when I come on camera. I think just like talking on a regular basis, just repeatedly doing it on a regular basis, just kind of come natural to me because I like to talk a lot. Like, I try to do my recaps and reviews as if I'm like talking to my friends. So when I do my breakdown, say no, the character couldn't cry. Oh my goodness, Iris, yes. Oh no, you talking about not Iris, the one that Cameron Diaz was playing. Yeah, she couldn't make herself cry. Yes, girl, Cameron Diaz was a mess. But yeah, like if I try to talk to, like when I first started doing recaps, one of my viewers, they are the ones who actually got me into doing recaps. They was like, because of the way I talk in my other videos, they was like, you would be good at doing recaps. And usually when I was doing my other videos, I would talk about, I just watched this TV show the other day, or I just went to the movies and did this. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. So I started off with Greenleaf and Underground. And thank you, Nia. You said that's why you like my recaps. So yeah, I feel like I started trying to do it the way other people were doing it, just like retelling, recapping. And I was like, that's just not me. So like, I would call up my friend and I'd be like, did you see, Underground the other night? And they'd be like, no, I missed it. What happened? So I'd be like, girl, this what happened. And so I would talk to them about it. So I said, I'm gonna just do my recaps that same way. I'll be messing up people's names. And sometimes when I mess up your name, it stick. Like I know in The Walking Dead, the Indian guy that came in, the doctor, when they first came on screen, I didn't know his name. His name's Sadiq. When he first came on screen, I didn't know his name, but I knew he was messing with canned goods, and Carl was giving him canned goods, so he became canned food dude, and it just stuck. So like, I mess up people's names like that. Usually, man, and it'd be like, I guess it would be I'm gonna say the urban version of recaps and reviews. And my reviews is not necessarily. I know some people tell me this is just a recap. It's not a review. Yeah, really it is, because a review is basically giving your opinion, and throughout the recap, I'm usually giving my opinion about what happened. Sometimes it may be more in detail, like The Handmaid's Tale. I can give y'all some for real opinions on that shit. And depending on how I feel about the episode, if I really connected with it, whether or not it's just gonna be just a recap, me just retelling what happened. One of the people that I was saying, like, people that said that they hate my channel, but they were still gonna watch me. It was 3 people. They actually were on my Power recaps. This past couple seasons of Power, I think I have been like literally shredding the show. Stuff wasn't adding up as far as like the roles that the characters were playing. Stuff wasn't making sense as far as like whether or not a gangster should be a gangster, this and other. So I started just giving my honest opinion. They got mad. They was like, "You can't be turning up this show. We like this show." I was like, "You don't have to watch this channel. I ain't trying to be rude, but you ain't gotta be here. You ain't gotta watch this channel." So yeah, I started just like, I give my opinion during the show. That's why I say it's a recap and review. But I just don't know how much of it that I'm gonna say. Say I like that you tell it like it is. Your blood. I appreciate that. Say Power is horrible. I hate series that have no concept of time. Power has been going on for 6 seasons. Are we going into the 6th season? And they are still only 3 months. Only 3 months have passed. We may be at 5 months, 5 to 6 months now that have passed in Power out of 6 years. They still wearing winter coats. I'm just saying. And then they grew the kids up because the kids actually grew up. And she didn't think that we was going to notice. And Courtney actually came out and said, well, we didn't think nobody was going to pay attention to that, because they were like 9 and 10 when the show started. And now Tariq is driving, but they still in the same doggone winter. It's like how he grew up to be 16. You know, Jasmine was still breastfeeding when the show started, and now she in kindergarten. I'm like, that didn't make sense. But they didn't want nobody to notice these kids was growing up. I'm like, could have replaced the actors and stuff for real, or actually change the season. Come back the next season, a new year, something. And then also I was saying that I think that if you're gonna do videos, do what you love. Another thing that I started off doing when I first started out, I started trying to do the typical shows that I thought that black people watch, because that's what mostly all the black viewers did on YouTube. But I was finding myself, like I said, turn up shows like Power all the time, because I wasn't really into the episode all the time, or I wasn't really into the storyline. And so like I'm watching it just because my viewers, I'm thinking that that's what my viewers want to watch. And I felt that for me, it came more naturally for me to do recaps and reviews of shows that I'm actually into. I like sci-fi. I like police dramas. I like supernatural stuff minus the demons. We already talked about that, minus the demons. With the exception of Grimm. I didn't care about the demons on there. And I like Marvel shows. Say my most watched reviews were shows like 911. See, like, yeah, Tracy is another reviewer that's just like, her content and the way that she delivers her content is so different than the typical black YouTube reviewer. Do I like doctor shows? Yes. And I wish that I could have been reviewing Grey's Anatomy. That is still one of my favorite shows. I love New Amsterdam, but I could not get into it. Yeah, I do Power. But if you a fan of Power, you may not want to watch me, because I tears it up. And I'm going to finish out the season, because I know they only going to have a few more seasons left. I'm going to go ahead and finish out the whole series. But yeah, I watch like everything that I'm reviewing right now. I'm reviewing Star Trek, Black Lightning, This Is Us. I love me a good family drama. Handmaid's Tale. I don't watch a lot of what they call ratchet TV. I don't watch a lot of it. So I watch The Real Housewives of Potomac. That's about the gist of it for me. Other than that, I like reality competition shows. So I used to do America's Next Top Model. That used to be one of my favorites was America's Next Top Model. That's gone. I like Survivor, so I'm going to be reviewing Survivor. This Is Us. The writing has really suffered this year, Tracy, in my opinion. They filmed in winter, from what I heard. Oh, Lady V, are you talking about on Power? They filmed in winter. All 6 years is in winter, in the same 3 months. From the time that he saw Angela walk into his club to Kanan getting shot was a 5 month period as far as the timeline on this show. 5 months have passed. The same thing with Queen Sugar. Only a year had passed. We going into season 4, I believe. Only a year has passed in the whole thing. When the show started, they daddy had just died. Last season, they was celebrating, or they was honoring 1 year of his death. After 3 years, I'm like, y'all can't move this along. We still stuck in the same. All this shit has happened to y'all in 1 year. Hey, Animations, what's up? Who daddy died? I was talking about Queen Sugar. When Queen Sugar first started, their father Ernest was actually on the show for the episode, and he died. And Queen Sugar is now in season 3, and they are still 1 year past the original episode. Right, Queen Sugar has had a whole lot going on. I think you were the one that told me it had only been a year. Yeah, they have had a lot going on to have only a year been passed. A lot of stuff had happened. I'm like, it just don't make no sense. I want to say Greenleaf is the same. Like they only maybe a year and a half, 2 years have passed as well. Let me go back for a second. I say they film in winter. Courtney isn't a good writer. She's a way too attached to Angela. I agree. Courtney Kemp is another person. She's like Lee Daniels to me. That even though she is a black woman, she does not like black women, and it is clearly shown in the way that she manipulates those characters on the show. So, they on CPT, Color People Time. You should go live more often because you're awesome. I appreciate it. You know what the crazy thing is? I don't like to do lives often. I know people keep telling me that I should do lives more often, but I have like lives once a month. That's gonna be enough for me, other than the grown folk session. I can't watch a slow show. Remind me of the days of our lives of soap operas. I'm like, come on, speed this mess up. It wouldn't if it wasn't so obvious that they still in the same time period. Like I would be thinking that, okay, come back next season and make some months at least have passed. And then at least maybe the first couple episodes, you can briefly add to the storyline what happened over those 5 months that we missed. But come back in a new year. It's a new season. Not one. Power is just ridiculous. 6 years, we only made it in 5 months. 6 years. The winter dance when Raina died, that was the winter dance. That was at Christmas time. And at the end of last season, it was only 2 weeks past the time that Raina died. 2 weeks. That's it. 2 weeks had passed. That's it. Yeah, I think they got to keep filming in winter and for Power because they still stuck in the same season. And I believe that is the reason why 50 Cent let his character get killed off. Him and Courtney Kemp clashed. They butted heads so much as far as like the storyline of the show. And honestly, like, Kanan was the one to hate. But this last season, this show was about gangsters. Ain't nobody good on this show. Hey, what's going on? Lynette is in the building, Life With Us TV. She has 2 channels, y'all. Life With Us TV, where they do their blogs. Y'all gotta go over there and catch up with her and Stanley. Oh, I gotta say right, Stanley. I might be saying it still wrong, but and then y'all gotta go over to random TV reviews, and they do their TV show reviews too, and support their channels. Sad Scales has a channel also. Yeah, say I used to watch Have It Have Nots first two seasons. Tyler Perry dragged that show out. That is a show I have not watched. Like I say, Life with Us TV just came in the building on random TV reviews on her other channel. That's where I watch the Have and Have Nots. I listen to their recaps, and I'll be so lost, and I'll be like, and I love the way that they do reviews and recaps, baby. And it's that subject matter still made me not want to watch this show. Tyler Perry does not do good TV to me at all. Yeah. Let's see. I'm excited to see your new Roswell review. Loving this show. Thank you. I put up the Roswell review for episode 3 today. I put it up today. I was a fan of the old Roswell, so I was really excited when they did this reboot. And I thought that they were gonna like make it like the last one, but they brought them back. If actually, I thought it was gonna be the characters from the original one that they just aging them, making them older, and bringing them back. No, they just grew the characters up and rewrote it all. Yes, I love them too. I love them. Oh, y'all fired Tyler Perry. Like Lynette say, they done fired Tyler Perry over on a random TV reviews channel. Tyler Perry needs to release an episode daily, much like a soap opera. Did Roswell get renewed? I have not checked. I need to check that. I just got the news that Black Lightning got renewed for season 3. Black Lightning need to do something too. Season 1 for me was so good. Season 2, I'm sitting there like, okay, come on, y'all. Come on now. Come better. Come with it. And I wonder for like Black Lightning, Salim Akil, he's the producer of the show. He's writing and producing. And he's in still with some legal troubles for sexual assault with his mistress of 10 years. Yeah, he's in legal trouble with them, and I wonder if that is affecting why the way how Black writing is being portrayed right now. Because the show right now is it's suffering. A lot of people didn't even know it was back on the air. But so I don't know if Roswell got renewed yet. I'm watching The Passage. The Passage has got me, y'all. It's got me hooked. I am loving The Passage with little Amy Belafonte. I love that show. It's got me hooked. I love the fact that even on I'm gonna say the bad side of things, I heard they're doing a Kanan spinoff about his life. I don't want to see a Kanan spinoff. Yes, Sass, it's so good. Oh, yes, Mark Paul is doing really good animations. Oh my goodness. Yeah, one of the things I love, I'm saying, I love my peoples. The main doctor, the one who was in charge of the whole project, is a Black doctor. I think she gonna die, and she may very well deserve to die in this, but still. And then the main, you got little Amy Belafonte, is a little 10-year-old Black girl. She played in Fences before. I didn't know that until I saw Miss Honey's recap that was the same little girl that was in Fences. She's the one that ended up being Troy's daughter that Rose took care of. And then Anthony Clark, that old milk chock dud brother. He's a vampire, or he's a viral. I don't know if he's gonna end up being good or bad, but I just love seeing him in this role. And then we got Sister Lacey. She on deck, ready with the guns, baby, ready with the guns. I'm ready for Lacey to come out. So I love that it got some strong Black characters, and I love the fact, like a lot of the TV shows that I watch, if they're not the typical shows that a lot of Black people review. I like these shows because they have diversity in the characters without trying. It doesn't seem like they're trying to force the diversity. It just seems like it's natural. This is a natural way of being. And that's what makes, I love that. Like you say, if I'm not sitting here always talking about race all the doggone time, it comes naturally. You haven't seen The Passage yet, but Anna, you gotta see The Passage. We only on episode 3, girl. You gotta catch up and see The Passage. That is so good. It comes on Fox Network, but it also shows on the Fox app and it shows on Hulu. So if you got Hulu, you can watch it. It is really good. It's well written. Well written. And that's what I was missing with This Is Us. And I'm thinking with This Is Us, the writers who write for This Is Us also writes for New Amsterdam. I love New Amsterdam, but somehow I lost time to actually watch it. And I'm thinking that the writers don't know how to handle writing for two shows at the same time and be successful. So it looks like they took all their thought process, all the great ideas over to New Amsterdam, and they kind of like let This Is Us fall on its own merit. Like everybody loved this show. They're not gonna go nowhere while we build this other show up. We're gonna just and yeah, This Is Us been kind of like, and they did the same thing I think when with Private Practice and Grey's Anatomy. When Private Practice got introduced, it was clear that the writers had left the Grey's Anatomy's writing room around season 5. They had lost the Grey's Anatomy, left that writing room, and they went over to Private Practice. And then around season 6, that's when they had the actor strike. And then when they came back, Private Practice was like they were going off the air. And when Private Practice went off the air, all the good writing came back to Grey's Anatomy. I hung on in there 15 seasons. I own every last one of them, y'all. Yes, y'all seen all my movies one day. I showed them on the wall. I own every season of Grey's Anatomy. But from like season 5 through 7, it was it was horrible writing. Horrible writing. And like I said, This Is Us. Season 1 of This Is Us. Oh my goodness, I cried. I cried every episode. Like when season 3 started, I put my Kleenex down in the couch so I could be ready. I haven't used this yet. I haven't used it yet. I just knew I was gonna be teared up and crying. It didn't happen. Season 2 was an emotional ride. I didn't shed as many tears. I cried like half the episodes. But season 3, I just say my sister has never missed an episode of Grey's Anatomy. She loves it. Patricia, I am with your sister. And I wanted to review it. Oh my goodness. Season 14, I was like, you know what? I'm going to review Grey's Anatomy. But then I thought about it like, this is a show that I just want to sit there and enjoy. Like a lot of these shows that I watch, I've never seen Supernatural. And I'm going to tell you, the only reason why I have not seen Supernatural is Keena told me not to watch it. That's the only reason. I hope you review it one day. Grey's Anatomy, oh my goodness. Yeah, because Grey's Anatomy, like most of the shows that I watch, I will watch them at work. I know I shouldn't be driving and watching TV at the same time, but I will watch them at work to just get the feel of it so I can watch it one time through. And then I come home and I'll watch it again and try to take notes. And I used to be a lot better note taker until my laptop crashed. Now I'm actually handwriting down the notes. So you'll see me looking down all the time. I hate when I do that. When I had my laptop, I can have a laptop sitting up underneath the camera, and I be looking down with my eyes. Y'all never knew that I had my laptop there, but my notes was big as mug. I had like all my text was like a size 24, so I could read it without having to like keep looking down. But yeah, I love Grey's Anatomy. I just watched the episode from the other night when with Jackson and Catherine is getting her surgery done. I just watched the episode. It's just, but I want to get back into New Amsterdam. I do like it. Say Supernatural is a really good show, but brace yourself for it's different, full of demons. See, I can't do the demons. I can't do the demons. Look, okay, True Blood. I like vampires, and so far the passage hasn't given me this. But something about True Blood just seems so demonic to me that I couldn't watch it. Like I was literally having nightmares about the theme song. So I had to stop watching that show. I was like, there's something about it is interrupting my soul, my being. I'm not putting that into me. Now I watched that TV show Charmed. I love Charms. I know they had demons and spirit. They had everything on Charmed. It didn't bother me that way. But something, and I don't know, and my daughter says, don't watch it. I was like, nope, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, True Blood was just, the theme song was eerie. It just threw me off. I just couldn't watch it. I came back to see the, with Lafayette, and that was it. It just, But what else am I watching? So we know the Handmaid's Tale is coming back. Yes, you gotta man animations. Sass is one to subscribe to, baby. I love her delivery. True Blood got too creepy, Tammy. Yes. See, I was addicted to True Blood. The theme song was my ringtone back then. Ooh, girl. I couldn't be sitting next to you when somebody called you. That bothered me, girl. I was having nightmares about the theme song. And then I was going around calling everybody a sookie. I was calling everybody sookie. Yeah, it was something just it took me to another place with that show and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So, but like I told you, I showed y'all my little gun last time, right? That gun is from Supernatural. Supernatural was good, but after the first few seasons, it began to suffer because of how long it has been on the air. Supernatural is in what season? I don't know what season it's in right now. But that's kind of how I felt about like The Walking Dead. I binge watched The Walking Dead seasons 1 through 6. I binge watched that in the summer. And then when season 7 started, I started doing recaps and reviews on season 7. Then season 8 came around. It was really slow. Season 8 was more about telling a story than actual action. But I like storytelling, so I was still able to stay interested in season 8. And when they came out with season 9, oh, The Walking Dead of season 9 is clowning, baby. I am loving it. Okay, at first I wasn't a fan, but had to watch Vampire Diaries, then the originals. It was the bomb. I did love me some Vampire Diaries. Supernatural's in season 14. Oh, see, you got some longevity. It got some longevity. Look at that. I might have to go back and check it out one day. I still got my list of TV shows to watch that I haven't caught up with yet. Like people gave me a bunch of shows. Like they told me to watch Black Mirror. They told me to watch Orphan Black. I watched the OA. I watched that TV show The Rain on Netflix. The Fear of the Walking Dead. I could not stand the Fear of the Walking Dead. How you doing? Just like Mike. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand none of the characters on the Fear. I started trying to watch it. And when Morgan joined the Fear of the Walking Dead, I said, you know what? I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to go back and watch it again. I do not like the Fear. I don't like the Fear. John Winchester will make his return in 300 episode. Are we talking about Supernatural? Because I don't know who the hell John Winchester is. Wait a minute. Is John Winchester, is that the same that's played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan? For some reason, I remember somebody telling me Jeffrey Dean Morgan used to be in Supernatural. And then he took something from Supernatural and he brought that into his character for Negan. Okay. Because I think Negan, Jeffrey Dean Morgan is only slated to be on The Walking Dead, I think another season. Season 9, I think maybe his last. I don't know. But season 9 is good right now. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And I know they let that motherfucker out. He is free. Father Gabriel left the damn cake door open and I get Negan walking around free. You got Negan, you got the Whisperers, you got too much going on. But what I'm really excited about coming back, Game of Thrones. I hate that it's in the last season. I hate the books. The author who wrote the books, I cannot stand his style of writing. But whoever brought it to screen, I love me some Game of Thrones, baby. And they coming back in April. It's only going to be 8 episodes. And then they are going to do a spin-off. Do I like comedy? I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Terry Crews is hilarious. I do not watch a lot of comedy. I do like comedy, but I don't watch a lot of it. Just bring on the dragons, baby. Bring on the dragons. So in Game of Thrones, their spinoff, the White Walkers, they're going to go back, I want to say 200 years. And they're going to do a spinoff with talking about the White Walkers and everybody we done heard, the Targaryens, everybody who had died, all these grandfathers and granddaddies and great grandfathers that have died and that they are taking these legacies from, they're going to go back and tell their stories in the spinoff if they actually do it. I've heard a lot of TV shows that's supposed to come out and movies supposed to come out that they never came out. Like I know Ava DuVernay, she said that she was going to make a movie with Issa Rae that was going to be starring Lupita and Rihanna. Because somebody had put that picture of them sitting up together and they was like, oh, that'd be a cool movie. And they said they was going to actually do it and it was supposed to come out last February. It ain't came out yet. Will Packer was supposed to be coming out with the movie Black America, and it's supposed to counter HBO's movie The Confederate. And this is supposed to be where in the South, black people were given 5 states, and we had our own Commonwealth. And that movie ain't came, that TV show ain't came out either. That was supposed to come out last year. So a lot of stuff they be saying gonna come out that don't actually come out. So I hope they do that spinoff of Game of Thrones. But the spinoff of Kanan and his life of power, I think that Ava thing was a joke. I think originally they said it was a joke, but then they actually gave a date. It was supposed to be Netflix had pinned them a deal, and they were going to actually put it out. Because when they first met out, Lupita was like, "Yeah, Rihanna, we should do this," and then Ava should direct it, and Issa Rae should write it. And then they actually got into dealings with Netflix, and Netflix had backed it up, and they were supposed to put it out February 20th of last year. I had the date wrote down. I remember it. They supposed to come out February 20th of last year, and it didn't ever happen. So, yeah. Who else? Like the power with Kanan's story. I could care less about Kanan's story. Kanan was a character that I hated, but in Power in this last season, he was the only one still moving like a gangster. Like I was saying, that show was supposed to be about gangsters. Everybody was crooked. The cops was crooked. The gangster was crooked. Nobody was a good guy. Ain't nobody a good guy on Power. And Kanan was the one I loved to hate. So when they killed him, I was like, he was the only one that was being a gangster. Last weekend, I became obsessed with Beverly Hills Cop movies, 1, 2, and 3. Love Eddie Murphy and them, and just heard they were making a new one, which would be number 4. Oh, really? Huh? Beverly Hills Cop, yeah. Since you like sci-fi and fantasy, there is a show on Netflix called Always a Witch. It's a Colombian drama. Oh, huh? Okay. They make it. I heard they making it Coming to America too. I wish they don't. I wish they wouldn't. Leave Coming to America alone. Did you hear Game of Thrones 6, 7, 8 will be 180 minutes long? I did hear that. I didn't know how true it was gonna be. But I heard. I hope so. I'm like, I'm gonna be here for it. And I'm recapping the whole thing. Me and Mike B. I know Mike B gonna recap it again too. Yeah, I'm gonna be here for it, y'all. I'm just telling you. Then you gonna have some long recaps and reviews on that show, cause I'll be talking my butt off on that one. New Bad Boys movie also. Surprisingly, Bad Boys. I'm cool on that. Tina said goodnight. I missed that. Good night, Tina. See you again, girl. I'm here for the Bad Boys movie. Coming to America movie. No, I'm not here for that at all. I'm just not. I'm not seeing it. Leave Coming to America alone. But I could see another Bad Boys movie. Beverly Hills Cop. I guess because of how old the movie is, I don't know. It may still make for a good movie. Because I mean, anytime a Die Hard come out, I am there. I love me a Die Hard movie. Bruce Willis old as I don't know what. He old as time, but he can still make a good one. But yeah, I just don't want to see them redo Coming to America. No, I can't see that. I don't like that. I think they was talking about rebooting Living Single with Queen Latifah and them. I don't want to see that reboot either. This has been fun to watch some TV shows and go to bed. Have a good night. Good night, Patricia. Thank you for coming. Yeah, that's supposed to be a Coming to America sequel, Anna. That's what and I'm not here for it. I would rather them do a Harlem Nights sequel. Because, they all dispersed and they supposed to took their money for their last good run. I would have loved to see them do that, even though Richard Pryor passed away and Red Fox. No, too many of them. No, Harlem Nights, too many of them gone. Never mind. Yeah, Living Single was supposed to be a reboot. They supposed to be trying to come back with that. Now, the show Girlfriends, I actually like that. I could see that coming back. Because it ended without them really finishing the storyline. But I don't want to see a reboot of Living Single. Something else they were supposed to be rebooting. Like the reboot of Charmed. I watched Charmed. I love the original Charmed. I hate the reboot. I don't. That's why I'm surprised that I like the reboot of Roswell, but I don't like the reboot of Charmed. Yeah, leave the classics alone. I agree. Um, Something else they were supposed to be rebooting. I just wish they would stop doing reboots. Oh God, please don't tell me they're gonna do Martin. No, 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 no. Do not reboot Martin. No, I'm still laughing at the old episodes. I don't need the new one coming in and change. No, leave Martin alone. Let Marty Moore stay. No, what, bro, man gonna move to the second floor now instead of the fifth? No, leave Martin alone. Some stuff just leave well enough alone. They ones that end on a good note. I just want, don't touch it. Don't bring it back. Tommy died around the time they were talking about it, and Cole didn't want to do it. I seen Cole, or the guy who played Cole, do stand up. He was fucking horrible. Him and Bro Man from the fifth floor, they were horrible. Did you start recaps from season 1 of Game of Thrones? You know, I don't. No, I didn't. I did not start doing what year is this? This is 2019 now. I did not start doing recaps until October of 2016. So whatever season they were in then, that's when I started doing recaps on it. So I started doing Game of Thrones in the summer of 2017. So it's only been a year and a half, 2 years that I did recaps on it. I've only had one show that I started from season 1. That was Damnation, and Damnation got canceled, and I liked the Damnation. Like I started Greenleaf in season 2. I started Queen Sugar season 1. The world is just too different now. I don't think the comedy would be the same because we live in a world with extremely sensitive people. The comedy would not go over. Yeah, we are too politically correct in today's age, and I'm gonna say it's too politically correct in a lot of things that I don't think it would go over either. They're not rebooting Martin because Tommy won't be in it. However, the original cast will make a show together. Yeah, I don't want a Martin reboot. I just don't. But no, so I didn't start. I started The Passage in season 1. Yep, I started Passage season 1. When else I started season 1? I started Loving Hip Hop Miami season 1, but I gave up on that show. They're gonna do that one. Something else I'm starting in season 1. So The Passage started in season 1. This Is Us. I started season 1. Harlots. Nope. I started Harlots and Handmaid's Tale in season 2. Are you ready for the Bad Boys 3 movie? I'm not against the Bad Boys 3 movie. I'm not against it. But I'm not like, ooh, Bad Boys 3. I'm not like jumping over hoops for it. I'm just not against it. Like they finna do this. I am a Fast and Furious junkie. Okay. But this movie that they got coming out with Hobbs and I can't even think of the dude's name now. I don't want to see it. Y'all check out the Unbreakable trilogy. It's the bomb. Unbreakable trilogy. Huh. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look into it. Hobbs and Oates? Are you thinking? No, it ain't Hobbs and Oates. You thinking Daryl Hall and John Oates? I knew it. What is Hobbs? I can't think of the dude's name. Okay, what is that? Okay, the guy who played in the movie Crank, which was 2 horrible fucking movies. Okay, when he came over to the Fast and Furious, I actually didn't like his character at all. I don't think he fit into with the rest of the Fast and Furious crew. Hobbs and Shaw. I don't think he fit in Shaw. I don't think he fit into with the Fast and Furious crew at all. Not one iota for me. So I am not in the least bit interested in seeing a Hobbs and Shaw movie. I'm just not. I'm not that big of a Rock fan or Dwayne Johnson fan for me to just go see the movie just because he in it. He's an overly cocky character, even in the Fast and the Furious. So I was never really riding with him either in there. I wasn't like, oh, Dwayne Johnson is in the Fast and Furious. No, I didn't really care for him to be added in. So no, I don't think if I go see it, it's just because I go to the movies all the time. Unbreakable, Split, and Glass are the movies for the trilogy. Okay, so the Unbreakable and Split come out? Because I think the Glass is out right now, ain't it? Because the Glass is the one with Samuel Jackson and can't think of the other people in it. So Unbreakable, Split, and The Glass. So they all came out. Okay. Glass is the last one. I don't even think I've seen Unbreakable or Split or even heard of them. Bruce Willis. So Bruce Willis, Samuel Jackson, and then I can't think of who the third person is. He always played a creepy person in movies to me. I can't think of his name though. I used to be real good with names, but I'm not anymore. Ugh. I can't think of it. Yeah. Okay, so The Glass is supposed to be good. I'm trying to figure out. I'm supposed to be going to the movies to see something soon. I can't remember what it is. I went to go see Aquaman. I think that's the last movie I went to go see. And Aquaman. Oh, he did play. He did play Charles Xavier. He did play him. And I think, okay, so I watched Star Trek Discovery. And in this current season of Star Trek Discovery, they started bringing in like Captain Pike and they brought in the Enterprise. And they finna come out with a new Star Trek movie. And they want him, the one who played Professor X, James McAvoy, he wants to play Jean-Luc Picard, the younger version of him in Star Trek because he played the younger version of Charles. But I think he gonna come out and play himself. Jean-Luc is gonna Star Trek is gonna come out with another movie. It's been all in the news. But yeah, in Star Trek Discovery in the TV show, they starting to incorporate Captain Pike and the Enterprise and all them into the storyline. You know, the main character who was Sasha on The Walking Dead, she's actually like the head, the chief science officer. She's actually Mr. Spock's adopted sister. You know, so they blending all that stuff together. But I think that's it. So yeah, I saw Aquaman. That's the last movie I went to go see. I think was Aquaman. And I think the best thing about Aquaman was Jason Momoa's body. There was no storyline there for real. There was a lot of action scenes, and there was some cool action scenes, but there was no storyline to follow. There was no plot. It was like, I mean, there was one, but it was like, really, that was it. They could have did so much more with that movie. But I feel that way about a lot of DC movies too. So y'all know I'm a Marvel fan. I ain't gonna say I'm a fan. I don't think I'm a fan of too much shit. I like a lot of stuff, but I can't call it a fanatic. I can't, like, y'all be in my comment section breaking down like, no, the starship's supposed to move over to the intergalactical. Then I'll be like, I don't know what the hell they talking about, but okay, thank you. So I'm trying to figure out what else I'm watching. I'm watching a lot. I have like 20 shows this season. I'm gonna bring Insecure back. Oh, Insecure is draining me, but I'm gonna do Insecure again. Of course, The Walking Dead, Harlots, Handmaid's Tale, Real Housewives of Potomac, Power, Game of Thrones, 3%. Do you like Black Mirror? I did not like Black Mirror, but my daughter just told me that every episode is different, so she wanted me to come back and try another episode. But I did not like Black Mirror. American Horror Story, I didn't like those either. I tried to watch The Coven Year, I think that was. I didn't like it. I think that's all the shows I'm doing. Black Lightning right now. Like the Passage just slipped in there. I'm hoping I can keep with the Passage because I tried to do Manifest. I actually liked Manifest a little, kind of, sort of. Start from season 4 of Black Mirror. Okay. But the thing about the way that they were explaining to me about Black Mirror is that each episode is different, and I'm not that fond of that. I like continuous storylines, which is probably why I was not going to do American Horror Story, because I know they're taking the same characters and bringing them into different storylines each season, and that's just weird for me to watch. I didn't like Once Upon a Time because of that reason. They try to redo fairy tales each season. Black Mirror season 5 is taking too long to come out. Yeah, he said start from season 4 of Black Mirror. What else? Like I watch a lot of stuff. I be always talking about I ain't got time to do stuff. When I'm at work, I'm driving around a lot. I watch a lot of TV while I'm at work. Or if I'm not watching TV, I'm watching y'all YouTube channels. So, like I said, I watch Grey's Anatomy. I don't recap or review that. I used to love this show called Dark Matter, and Dark Matter got canceled. Continuum, I used to love on Netflix. That got canceled. It had 4 seasons. I'm watching The Rain on Netflix. If y'all like, it's in I want to say it's a Dutch TV show. I'm one of the people that don't like to put the English subtitles on. I mean, like not the English subtitles, the English voice. I just like I can do the subtitles and just listen to them speaking in natural language. The Rain is pretty good. The Oath. The Oath is another show done by 50 Cent, produced by 50 Cent, written and produced by 50 Cent, and it's about dirty cops. Everybody is dirty, and these different divisions of cops have formed their own gangs. Everybody is crooked, and the FBI is trying to take down all these different gangs. The FBI is crooked too. So I'm thinking I'm going to start reviewing that this season. I'm not sure yet, but I said I was because I was kind of excited for it to come back. I'm going to review Krypton. The Oath is good. Yeah, The Oath comes on Crackle, Sony Crackle. If you get the Sony Crackle app, you can watch for free. If you don't want the commercials, then you can pay for it, and the commercials will go away. But you can watch for free. So I think I'm going to review The Oath. I'm going to review Krypton when they come out. Dawn Provost got me watching that. And Krypton is like everybody know Krypton is where Superman came from. Well, Krypton is basically about Superman's grandparents. Say Jason Momoa has scary eyes. When I saw Jason Momoa play in Conan, and those eyes came at that screen, he looked like a werewolf. Oh my goodness, that's when I fell in love with him. He just looked so gory. That was like the most. He was birthed. His mother gave birth to him in the middle of a doggone war going around him. All this blood and guts just flying everywhere. I was like, yes, Jason Momoa is the shit. But I actually fell in love with Jason Momoa first when he played on Stargate. I used to love all the Stargate series with the exception of Stargate Universe. So like Stargate SG-1. He was on Stargate Atlantis. And I used to love him on Stargate Atlantis. Yeah. And then I watched The 100. That comes on Netflix. Let's see what else I watched. I started watching Ozark. Phone Jones had told me last year to watch the Ozark. That is some crazy shit. But I like the Ozark. So I'm just in season 1. I don't know how many seasons it is. I might catch up to it. I think it may be on 1 or 2 seasons. The Ozark is good. I started watching that. I used to like Quantico. Say Ozark is the business. That is just that they are crazy. I like it though. And then it's set in Missouri, which is like it's set down in the Ozark, which is like not far from St. Louis. So even though they film it in Atlanta, but it's still supposed to be set in the Lake of the Ozarks. That's a crazy ass show. And I was gonna watch one episode. She told me to watch this episode, and I started to watch it. And then I looked up, and I was like 4 episodes deep. I wanted to see The Rain. Yeah, Jason Bateman is very good in this role. He's very good in this role. So Luther on Netflix. Luther was only like 4 or 5 episodes a season. Luther was so good to me. And then season 4 was supposed to be the last one. Idris Elba plays in this. I think this is one of Idris' best acting roles is in Luther. And season 5, they haven't put on Netflix yet. It's just on BBC. But if you got the BBC app, you can watch it too. So I haven't watched season 5 yet. I know Phone Jones was reviewing it. I can't watch her reviews until I actually watch it. But Luther was really good. So I watched Luther on Netflix. What else am I watching? Right now I'm watching Project Runway. I told you I like competition shows. You say I'm the only person on YouTube watching Luther? No, myself, Phone Jones is she recapped the whole thing. I love me some Luther. Luther was so good. Okay, so Ozark has a season 2. So I haven't caught up to season 2 yet. I'm still in season 1. I'm still watching the OA. Somebody told me to watch that. I watched 3% on Netflix. A lot of people don't like 3%. 3% to me was Hunger Games on crack. Season 2 kind of fell off, but I'm still excited for season 3 to come back, see what else they're gonna do with it. But it's a Brazilian show, and it's in Portuguese, but you can, like I say, you can switch over to English subtitles. But I love me some 3%. Yeah, Law and Order and SVU. You say you watching on Fire Stick. I watched Law and Order, and I have actually Law and Order. I was watching it on Hulu. I wonder if it's no. I was watching it on Amazon. I got Amazon Prime too, and oh, Outlander, and I'm watching Timeless. I love time travel type of shows, and Outlander and Timeless both cover both of them. So I love those. Yeah, Luther is the bomb. I love Luther. Idris is doing his best acting in Luther, and Alice was crazy as that one thing. Oh, wee, baby, I loved the way they wrote that character. Like if y'all ever down here with me and Keena in the video with me, and I yawn, and Keena don't yawn, and I be like, "See, you ain't got no empathy." I got that from Luther. That was one of the ways that he was able to determine whether or not this girl was involved in killing her parents, is the fact that he yawned and she didn't yawn. Normally, if you yawn, other people around you yawn, and they claim that's because that's people showing other people empathy. Yeah, Alice was, oh my goodness, she's a fruitcake. I loved her crazy ass. She was crazy. I did not watch Animal Kingdom, but I watched Mike B. He does recaps on Animal Kingdom. He also does recaps on The Viking, which is another show that I probably will watch, but I just watched the recaps on his channel as well. Some of these shows kind of overlap with shows that I already watched, so I'll be like, I can't watch them all, but I'll be trying to. I actually watched The Good Fight. It comes on CBS All Access, and it's a spinoff of The Good Wife. I used to love The Good Wife, but The Good Fight, I watched that. So Animal Kingdom, I used to love listening to Mike B's reviews on Animal Kingdom. I didn't know what I thought it was really like an Animal Kingdom, like animals, like National Geographic type stuff at first, so I wouldn't watch it. Yes, Phone Jones talks about Luther, and I told her I could not watch it until I watched season 5. But if you got BBC, somebody else recommended to me Good Girls, and you, Phone Jones recommended to me you. Somebody else just told me the other day that I need to watch Good Girls, and they told me to watch Good Girls first before I watch you. So I might have to look into the Good Girls too. Yes, girl, you know I'll be running my mouth. And look, you my cousin, you already know. I used to keep you on phone. I used to go to work at 8 a.m. and I would keep her on the phone with me at work all day long. She know I could talk. So yeah, we still talking. We just talking about TV shows we could watch. Like I get a lot of my recommendations from my cousin. You say you yawn when somebody says yawn. That's just like when I say Kegel flex. Most of the women should have just Kegel flex right there. It's just like so you yawn when you yawn. It's like she's tripping. Like Charlie, what else you watching right now? Because I know you was trying to get me to watch Black Mirror. What else? I can't think of what else I watch. I watch a lot of stuff. Besides movies, I just watched, and then like movies, I just watched a movie called Ocean that was on Netflix. That was horrible. And it's a movie with oh, we was talking about Luther. Charlie, we was talking about Luther TV show. That's on Netflix. And like, I can't think of what else I be watching. We done went all off the PNTV. I just realized that we talk about TV now. We don't never stay on topic. See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all be getting me all off topic. I can't think of any other show that I'm looking forward to come out. Charlie, did you start watching The Passage yet? You got to watch The Passage if you haven't started watching it yet. Then what else? I think that's about it, y'all. Wait a minute. I don't know who you talking about now. Who a bitch? My cousin just coming in and she talking, and I don't know who she talking to or talking about. Am I missing chats again? No, I'm still in the live chat. Or maybe she texted and then her texts is showing up in the chat. Saying you just yawn. That's crazy. Yeah, when people yawn, sometimes other people just naturally yawn. I always thought it was because the oxygen is being sucked out the room, so everybody yawn at the same time. But in Luther, he explained that that's a sign of showing empathy. That when you yawn, somebody else is yawn. And like he like yawned while he was interrogating her, and she just sat there like, he was like, nope, she did it. She had something to do with her parents' death. I know she did. But yeah, Alice was crazy as a mud. That was good. And I can't think of what else I'm watching right now. Like I said, I think that's about it right now. Yeah. All right, y'all. We've been on here for 2 hours and 44 minutes. Let me check my phone. I got only a few percent left before my phone dies. So I just want to, Charlie, who was you talking about? You said that's, Charlie, are you texting someone else? Or are you actually talking to me in the chat? You say get the charger. I think the charger all the way upstairs. I don't know. I think the charger already upstairs. Because I called myself going to bring the charger down, and I didn't. So, yeah, it's upstairs. So, and then I got to go to work in the morning, animation. Don't be trying to keep me on here and say we will wait. Look, I know we can't do like we be doing Ty. We can't be doing her like that because we be trying to hold Ty into the chat forever. So we got like 15 minutes left before I shut this down. Anybody got anything else that they want to talk about? Any other celebrity news or topics that they want to bring up? Any other TV shows that they want to talk about? Say ruin her career. Ty falls for it every single time. Tell her to text you the R. Kelly video I sent her. I don't want to see nothing about R. Kelly. She ain't gonna. She's not gonna do it because she already know how I feel about R. Kelly. She's not gonna send it to me. Oh, hold on for a second. Let me be right back. Move my mic real quick. I'm not going to get the charger, but I'll be right back. So, if you haven't watched my Traveling House Tuesday, this is the printed out copy of my book. I went and got it, bind it. I'm gonna go through page by page. This all on this page right here. This is typed up, so I've been writing a lot, y'all. I've been writing a lot. This is there's words on this page. Words on this page. Oh, that's because I sat on the doggone mic. Okay, here we go. So I was saying, if you is that better? If you didn't know, if you haven't watched my Travel and Talk Tuesday, this is the printed out copy. I guess the manuscript of my new book that's about to come out. All I don't know how many pages this is. I think it's 307 pages. But I'm gonna go through this and tear it up and make it better, and then I'm gonna get this book out to you guys. So I have been writing. This is what else I do in my free time, and I've been promising this book for a long time. So I'm finally getting it done, man. I mean, it's words. It's words on these pages, y'all. You're saying it's words on these pages. I'm feeling pretty good about this project, and I'm ready to get it out. Because, like I say, this is like 300 pages right here, and this book ain't gonna be this big. I'm gonna break it down to a 6x9, something that you can put in your purse or something. But I'm really excited about that project, and then that way I can get moving on the next one. I got 4 books that's like I need to put out this year. So I know soon, hopefully within the next couple weeks, I can get my pre-sale link out there and ready to sell stuff. Oh, so a couple things on YouTube. If you are a content creator, you do channels or whatever. YouTube used to have a feature on there where you could click Google Plus and you can click Twitter. As of yesterday, the automatically uploading to Twitter is gone. So like when I would come watch your videos and I would like your video and it'll automatically post it to my Twitter. They don't do none of that no more. They stopped that as of January 31st. So if you want to share somebody's video to your social media platform, you actually have to go into the share button now, and then there's going to be an option for social media, and you share it that way. If you have Google Plus, and it's a personal Google Plus account, Google Plus is going away. As of April 2nd, they are getting rid of all Google Plus accounts that are personal accounts. I think that they did that as far as like the personal upload. One is because Google Plus is going away. They're getting rid of Google Plus altogether. I don't know why they stopped it for Twitter. I'm thinking maybe because like when we post a video and it automatically goes to Twitter, it counts as a share, and it is not giving the true thing of if the video was actually shared by somebody else. That's the only reason I can think of. But since Google Plus is going away, they're getting rid of that altogether as of April 2nd. If you have a personal account, I do like my Google Plus. I have a lot of people that watch my videos on Google Plus, and they don't watch it on YouTube. They watch it through Google Plus. My blog page is also attached to Google Plus. I share on my blogs. When you comment through Google. You use Google to comment, and so on my blog, you can't comment now with Google. You have to sign in, do something else. Google Plus, I think it was difficult for a lot of people because you really had to understand how to use it. Like everybody that is subscribed to me, you may not even realize it. You are a part of my Google Plus community. I will go to your channels once you subscribe to me. See if you have a Google email address, and I will click that and I will add you to my Google Plus. You probably didn't even know it. You say you never use it. I always share my videos to Google Plus. My blog was shared to Google Plus. I also had my AdSense attached to Google Plus. So if you didn't watch my video on YouTube, you watched it on Google Plus. I still made revenue from that. But they're getting rid of that April 2nd. And if you have a page attached to if you have a business page attached to it, it's going away as well. All that's going away. If you have photos that's uploaded to your Google Plus account, not your Google photo album, your Google Plus account, all your photos are going to be going away too. They have a way for you to download and save it. You say you shared it only because it was already checked. Yeah. Yeah, and like it's like the Twitter, like I said, it used to be automatically checked too, and not no more. Like I said, like when I click like, if you go on my Twitter page, you can see all the videos that I liked. So it's like an automatic share for that person. They're not gonna let you do that no more. You have to actually physically go to their share button and hit social media platform, share social media platform, and then pick which social media platform that you want to share it on. So that's going away. Like I said, they also have a ban on conspiracy theory videos. If they think that you are conspiring against the government, or you have conspiracy theories like a lot of just conspiracy theories, maybe about UFOs landing, any type of conspiracy theory videos, they are planning to ban all of those videos. They are also going to ban prank videos and challenge videos that I wrote that down because it's specific ones they said. The prank videos and challenge videos that people are faking deaths on, that they are faking arrest, that they or act like they are abandoning a child, that they look like they may be causing harm to children or harm to themselves or anybody else. They are going to fit underneath that ban. So if you make videos that do pranks that look like it could be harming somebody or hurting somebody, your video can be banned. You can lose your channel. So they use some psychologists, they said, to help come up with what fits into the ban. Now, us as black reviewers, I'm not sure how much this affects the white viewers, but us as black reviewers, if we put in our tags the word police, if we put in our tag Black Lives Matter, or if we put in our tags I know the word police, Black Lives Matter, and something else. It's 3 specific things that if we put these things in our tags, our video gets limited views. They don't put it in the recommended section. And I forgot what the third thing was. But yeah, there's a lot of things that you got to be very creative on YouTube because they said that these 3 things, they consider them to be hate speech. So if you consider it to be hate speech, your video can be limited or blocked or banned as well. So all these are the new rollout features. I know there was a lot of rumors that YouTube is going to change the the partnership criteria again, and then make it. I'm not gonna say. I don't think Trump is one of the words. But I'm not sure because I call him Dumb Donald anyway. So I never put, and usually when I say Dumb Donald or Commander in Chief Zero, people on my channel know I have to have changed the titles recently. Like they rejected the video I did of Celebrity Wives and the one on Erica Badu. Really? You know what's crazy? I'm one of those people that cuss a lot. I use a lot of cuss words. And I know that cuss words are supposed to be against their policies, and I don't get rejected for the cuss words. But if I talk about a serious topic like police brutality, oh, they would shut my shit down. Yeah, like I said, I use Dumb Donald all the time. But I'm not sure why they would shut down Celebrity Wives and Erica Badu. What was Erica Badu talking about? If you were speaking about Erica Badu and R. Kelly, and his sexual allegations, that probably got shut down. Celebrity Wives, I don't know why they would shut that down though. Like that's clueless. So like I try to be real creative sometimes. Say real cusses cause he grown. That's how I feel. Like I'm grown. This is how I talk every day. If I start trying to censor my voice here on YouTube, then my videos y'all gonna tell it's gonna be so fake sounding to me because I cuss naturally. This is just they just fall out my mouth, you know. So they refuse to monetize my recaps of shots fired. Oh my goodness, shots fired. Yes, that's where I learned that you could not put police brutality, or you cannot. What is the other term? Oh my goodness, when I was doing shots fired, that's when I got those notifications from YouTube that I could not use those type of terms in my tags. So I had to start trying to be creative. Like I think one day I talked about an explosion that happened. Instead of me actually putting the word, I put like the emoji of the little. I only want to say it because it may go into the algorithm. Little explosive device. I put the. One time I put. I'm surprised my biotin video didn't get hit. I put up some vitamins before that I said I was gonna start taking some. I forgot what was this? Some multivitamin, and they blocked that for drugs. I was like, what the heck? So I was surprised that when I showed the biotin the other day that video didn't get blocked. Which I still gotta take that biotin tonight. I forgot all about it. I'm supposed to start my biotin journey today, and I haven't taken it yet. But yeah, yeah, I'm not sure. That's Celebrity Wives. Like I know Ty, your Celebrity Wives may have been not monetized, may have been due to somebody reporting it, because on Ty that happened to her. She was doing Hell's Kitchen. She even changed the name to HK, and her videos got blocked. Her channel got not only blocked the video, they kicked her out of doing live streams for a while because of that, her Hell's Kitchen recaps. Can we exchange contact info? Sure. I thought I gave it to you already. I did give it to you already. You got my contact info. Unless you lost it. Unless you just talking about my phone number. Yeah, because yeah, we can exchange it. We do it on the Twitters. I hit you up. But other than that, I can't think of what else they're gonna be blocking. I would love to see if they're gonna really block these prank videos and these challenge videos, because that's how a lot of these. It wasn't Celebrity Wives. It was whatever the original title was. Okay. Yeah, I can't think of. Yeah, sometimes like I know Forge Rocks, if she puts the original title of like Love and Hip Hop, sometimes they block her video or they demonetize it. So sometimes you see her put a video up and she just put the date, and that's why. So like the actual title of this episode, I rarely ever put that in my title. I put the show name, and then I'll make my own little hashtag up. And so far, I haven't had any issues with that. But I don't know why when she did Hell's Kitchen. Oh yeah, nothing. If your thumbnail is deemed offensive, like sometimes I have a thumbnail and my thumbnail will be that. If your thumbnail is deemed offensive, you can get blocked as well. You have a community strike and they will ban you from doing lives. I don't even know why the lives are being affected from your video. So yeah, they're looking at your thumbnails now too. So your thumbnail has to be clean. So as you can see, I've taken a lot. Cause sometimes I used to have a little bubble up in my head with a little smart ass comment from the show. I changed that now. Now you just got the little thing on the screen. But in my titles, yeah, my descriptions are not even detailed too much anymore. And it might be it too if you do descriptions, Tracy. If you put in your description, a detailed description, certain keywords in your description will kick it out. So my descriptions now are real short. My dang on descriptions used to be a whole blog. Now they real short. It's like this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. My description is about as long as a doggone Twitter post now. So, yeah, but I would be real surprised because a lot of these big YouTubers with millions of viewers and subscribers, they do prank videos and like dangerous prank videos. It's a little creepy when police and BLM stuff gets blocked. Yeah, they block the heck out of us. It's just, yeah, it's crazy when you see people who do all that stuff and they still monetize. And they claim in Tracy that they not gonna monetize it now. They claim they're gonna even remove that content. So I'm gonna be looking. PewDiePie is one of the main ones. I'm gonna be looking. But one of the things that I have found that y'all may notice this sometimes that I do, when you're doing your video and you're trying to draw traffic to you, like I just said PewDiePie's name, because I said his name in my video, I could put him down as a tag now. And so when people are watching his channel, my video will show up on the side of it because I used him as a tag. Now, if you use one of these big YouTubers' channel's name as one of your tags and your video has nothing to do with that or it does not mention them at all, then YouTube will give you a strike because they think that you're trying to just, I forgot the word that you're poaching at that point. But I usually like if you know some of my recaps in my cards, the second card that I put up is always a trailer of the next episode, and I use this channel called TV Promos to get their trailers. And TV Promos has almost 2 million views. But if you go to TV Promos channels, if it's a show that I watch, you'll probably see one of my videos as a recommended one of what to watch next on the sideline. So that's a trick, one of the ways to like utilize that algorithm to your benefit. So yeah. Did you wash my stuff too? No. I don't know. I got like a closet full of dirty clothes. Like I know you said you was trying to keep busy, so. I know, but you was trying to keep busy, and I got like dirty clothes in my closet. You disrespectful. Oh, you gotta be working 7. Dang. Yeah, it's time for me to get off here. It's 2 minutes past the time I'm supposed to be getting on here. Okay, so yeah, that's one of the. So yeah, the people who were here who was talking about they wanted to start doing videos. The last thing I meant to add to that, I know there was a long conversation ago. Find something that you love to do and do that. So that way you will come off more natural and authentic. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I got. I'm gonna go and wrap this up. I thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for hanging with me for these 3 hours. Oh my gosh. I appreciate y'all to the fullest. I'm signing off in 5, 4, 3,